I miss her a lot, so I made my dog after her. Is this the most roundabout way to call her a...
What kind of attitude is that, Editorgenic?
And what about your attitude, Agent Talachard?
I'm helping you with a problem here.
And did I ask for your help? What are you two arguing about?
What good timing. Please help me explain. I'm Agent Talachard from the Melusine Phantom, investigating a case at the Steambird. But this amateur keeps interfering with my deductive process. I mean, just who is the investigator here? Well, it's kinda odd for an amateur to advise a professional.
I was merely suggesting that she not jump to any conclusions. She's barely started investigating and she already decided I'm the killer. It's defamation, I tell you.
It does sound like defamation, but it's important to find the... Wait, killer? What happened? It's possible that an unfortunate newspaper employee has an... You know... Oh... So sad.
What do you mean by, you know? He's missing, that's all.
Even if he was missing, you're still mixed up in this. That's because you drove him away, didn't you, Editorgenic? Let's paint the scene. An idealistic young reporter finally gets a job with the newspaper of his dreams. He yearns to fight the evils of society with the power of his pen. But to his dismay, he discovers the newspaper is as corrupt as everything else. Black as ink, black of heart. Valuable stories are ignored in favor of puff pieces about popular music. His ideals are met with lies, his dignity trampled upon. Oh, it's such a sad story. Until finally, one night, he awakes from a nightmare among tear-sodden pillow and decides to flee the place that shattered his dreams.
What are you, an investigator or a bad novelist? You're cawing like a crow.
So, Editorgenic, is this the truth behind his disappearance? You're his boss, are you not? Yet you deny all responsibility?
Agent Talachard, your imagination knows no bounds. May I suggest you hand in your badge and take up a job at our newspaper? We also publish fantastical stories, you see.
Fantastical, as if my deductions are entirely plausible.
Quite plausible indeed, or quite fantastical indeed. Agent Talachard, let me clarify. The missing employee is Sir Arthur. Ring any bells?
Sir Arthur? Paimon's heard that name somewhere.
Sir Arthur is the steambird that gives the steambird its name, our symbol, our mascot.
Oh, that's Sir Arthur, the one who stands by the door announcing the news.
Yes, so a steambird that can neither walk nor fly. I fail to see how it could have driven it away.
Wait, blast you! Shouldn't you have mentioned that before? Do you have something against me?
Look, you're the one who turned up and started accusing me of murder. If anyone has an axe to grind, it's you.
Oh, do stop bickering. The important thing right now is to find Sir Arthur.
Yes, Paimon's right. Editor-in-Chief Euphrasie? Agent Curve, you returned. Thank you for your help, Jenny. You may go now.
Editor-in-Chief Euphrasie? Hello. And who's this?
Hello, Traveler and Paimon. This is... Hello, all. I'm merely Curve, Agent Talachard's assistant.
You can talk? Like Sir Arthur?
No, Agent Curve is a special investigations drone belonging to the Melusine Phantom. He's remotely operated by someone back in the office. Isn't that the case, Agent Talachard?
Huh? Oh, yes, that's the case.
I didn't know Fontaine had such advanced technology. Well, unfortunately, this isn't the time to bring you up to date on our advances, much as I would enjoy doing so. Right now, I need you both help with getting Sir Arthur back.
Us? You already got 2 professional investigators. Yeah, this is our case.
The thing is, Agent Talachard, Neither of you are official investigators with the Marchase program, are you?
You watch what you say. This is a genuine uniform, I'll have you know.
But as I understand it, you were simply passing by and decided to start investigating of your own accord? I can't imagine why. I wonder if I should speak with the Marchase Phantom and...
No. There's no need. Okay. I admit it.
What? You're impersonating Marchase Phantom agents? Well, to be honest, they're just agents who are a bit special. In any case, I'm grateful to Agent Curve, who told me some very interesting things while we were interviewing the local residents.
Curve, what did you tell her?
As you know, Agent Talachard, the Maso protocols require me to answer all of Editor-in-Chief Euphrates' questions honestly.
The Maso protocols? Is that some kind of customer service agreement? Those pesky protocols?
I don't mean to offend agents, but Sir Arthur is of great importance to the Steambird. I would like to have some more professionals on the case. Traveler and Paimon, for example. What do you mean we're professionals? We don't even work for the Marchase Phantom.
You want us to join the investigation?
Indeed I do. On behalf of the Steambird, I promise you'll be rewarded. What do you think? I guess we're in, because what else do we have to do? I guess. Excellent. I hope you will all work together. The newspaper will be most grateful.
Okay. Just don't tell my son that we're here on the sly.
Wait, you're playing hooky?
Hey, let a girl have her secrets, why don't you? Maybe when I know you better. Okay, Curve, if we're teaming up, we should show them our notes.
Please take these statements, which we took from nearby residents.
Oh, have you gotten any leads in? Of course, we're good at our jobs. Okay, so next we should investigate the scene. Sir Arthur disappeared last night, so there should still be clues around.
Resident's testimony 2. Testimony from a resident near the Steambird newspaper. A drunken vagrant? Oh, I know him. That's Rocher. I've seen him near the docks. He's always begging for a drink from the vendors there. Honestly, he wasn't like this before. Resident testimony 3. Testimony from a resident near the Steambird newspaper. If you're asking about anyone suspicious, I did always see a little kid going to the newspaper, but he never went inside. He's just moseying around near Sir Arthur. Maybe he just likes toys like that. Resident testimony 1. Testimony from a resident near the Steambird newspaper. If you're asking about anyone suspicious, I did always see a homeless drunk hanging around near the entrance to the newspaper very close by.
Sometimes.
He seems to have slept there every night recently. An empty pedestal. If you look closely, you can see a notch left by a sharp implement. Someone stabbed him.
What's this?
Based on the shape and depth, the mark here was made by a small knife-like sharp object.
So where's the knife now? Let's record this in our investigation notes first.
Notch on the pedestal. A notch left by a sharp weapon, as though cut by a short knife or dagger.
A good newspaper should be a lighthouse of truth.
A commonly found button that shows signs of having its thread snapped.
Huh? A button? Doesn't look like there's anything special. Let's record this in our investigation notes first.
Nope. A commonly found button that shows sign of having its thread snapped. So someone left behind the button while they were running away, possibly? Oh, there's more. There's one over there.
This bottle stinks, and it's fishy too.
Information retrieved, an item related to a resident's testimony.
Let's record this in our investigation notes first.
Dirty, empty wine bottle. A dirty, empty wine bottle from which a strange smell wafts, like sea filled with salty fish. So, did it have synth in it? Because that's my first thought. And then there's something shady back here. Gib. A letter that seems to have already been opened, the writer's desires dissipated in the wind.
Paimon doesn't get it. What's with this letter? Let's record this in our investigation notes first.
Unsealed letter. An envelope containing no particularly special information. If there's any information here, then it's that the letter is already gone. But why would they leave the envelope? That's kind of sus that they would just leave behind the envelope.
Lighthouse of Truth.
A tangle of footprints with no consistent depth or pattern.
Look at all these footprints! Looks like quite a few people came by.
Based on the patterns, they belong to 4 different people. The paper has already put a lid on the news and isolated all non-related individuals. As such, we can assume that these footprints were left behind during the crime itself.
Let's record this in our investigation notes first. Have you searched the entire scene? Are you sure you haven't missed anything? We've got so much evidence! Footprints, a bottle? Paimon's brain is almost fried! Let's think, Traveler. Does this give us any leads? Maybe something that tells us what to do next?
Oh god, do I have to think? Oh no, I have to think. Help Paimon sort through the current evidence. What useful clues are hidden here? So there has to be 4 people, right? So it has to be No, that's the evidence. No, I need the footprints, right? Select clue. Where can the suspect be found? And it has to be the button, maybe. What do you mean? Okay, it's not the button. So it has to be... I don't think it's the drunkard. The drunkard might have seen things, but... It has to be a testimony. Is it the bottle? No. Okay, so it's one of the testimonies. 2 of them claim it's the drunkard, but I don't think it's the drunkard. Or maybe it is. Maybe I don't know how to investigate.
Things are a bit clearer now, but Paimon's not sure anything we've found is very useful. Paimon guesses the best lead is the vagrant for sure. I agree. One set of footprints must be his, right? He sounds like the most suspicious. Why so? He's a vagrant, and vagrants are meant to wander about, but he stays in one place. He's definitely up to something.
I'm not sure if that's logical.
Trust me, I'm right. Let's go and check out the docks. Someone said they saw him there.
Okay. Messy footprints. Footprints of different depths with different patterns intertwined and overlapping. They should belong to 4 different individuals. Intrepid Valberry. Is that a code name? Because why would a Valberry be intrepid? Men, Rocher has to be hiding here somewhere. He owes, so he has to pay. Find him for me. And if not paying his debts wasn't enough, he made me chase after him. I'm gonna trash his place and break his legs. Woof woof. What are you barking at?
Stop! What are you doing?
Who are you? Mind your business. Director 42, look at the uniform. They're Marche Phantom. Maybe we should fall back. I don't care about who they are. Steel yourself, men. With me. Director 42, the blonde one and the robot are difficult to handle. Blasted mud. I slipped and fell. Guess Rocher got lucky. Okay, lads, move.
I see you're a fighter, Traveler. Oh, that's nothing for him.
Woof woof. Oh, puppy.
Oh, no need to thank me, pup. We're looking for your master. Does he owe people money? Is he broke? Is he poor? Imagine being poor. Couldn't be Paimon. I leech off of Traveler all the time. Hey, listen, pup. Your master took Sir Arthur and paid off a debt, right? Spit it out. Where is he hiding?
In my humble analysis, this line of questioning will fail due to language incompatibilities. Thanks, Curve. The puppy looks at you as if to say, yeah, obviously.
Then let's search the area. That thief must be somewhere here.
Puppy? Puppy? Oh, puppy! So cute. Okay. Oh, why is it pile of dirty empty wine bottles? A pile of dirty empty wine bottles from which a strange smell wafts, like a sea filled with salty fish. So, it ties to the crime scene.
Those bottles! We found one of those by the steambird! Like gasp! I can't believe someone done this!
Ooh. Oh, that was just stuff. Can I? There's a shiny thing on it. Oh! I was meant to break that. Okay.
Oh! There's someone hiding in the chest!
Don't hit me!
So you're Rocher.
I don't have any more. Not a single coin.
It's okay. We chased the debt collectors off.
Oh, wonderful. And what charming young Melusine you are. You're right. I'm Rocher. And when I make it big, I won't forget to reward you generously.
Dream on, you thief! We're with the Marchand Phantom, and we're here to arrest you! You stole Sir Arthur last night, didn't you? Confess! Who did you sell it to?
Me? Stole Sir Arthur? By the Hydro Archon, as if a person of my standing would do such a thing. I've been hiding in this chest since yesterday evening.
Oh, really? Curve, what's the verdict?
Biodata anomaly identified. Mr. Rocher, you are lying. Me? Lying? Nonsense! Calumny! Slander! Where's the evidence? The bottle by the steam bird?
We found a bottle by the steam bird, just like these ones. You left it there, right?
Even if the bottles is the same, it doesn't mean I left it there. Why, a place the size of Fontaine must be full of drunkards like me. Results replicated. Biodata anomaly identified. Mr. Rocher, you are lying. Hey, what's with the metal bucket? If I'm going to have my honesty and nobility smeared, I want an actual person to do it.
Less shouting! Listen here, thief! We're gonna turn this place upside down and shake it to see if any evidence falls out. So no crying when we find something!
Look. Without real evidence, all you can do is insult me. Curve, you got anything to say? Information retrieved. The canine sense of smell. What? Oh, doggy? Can doggy find... Can you implicate your master? The puppy looks at you as if waiting for something. Oh. What am I supposed to do? Ooh, Sniffy? Oh, the way the dog turned is crazy to me. I'm sorry. Not the like 180 turn. I'm sorry. Old photo. A picture of a loving couple. Oh, she's dead, right? Or like abandoned him. Either one.
Is this Rocher and his wife? Imagine being married? Couldn't be me.
Is there any other data? It looked like there were two things left behind. There's also these blubbers, but hey, no emotional damage today. No, there's only emotional damage in Genshin Impact. There's nothing else that's shiny. Oh, ragged clothes. Ragged old clothes from who knows where, emitting an odd smell. Oh, bro, did you wash this correctly? That's nasty. Weird flex. Doggy? Doggy, you want to sniff bottle? Doggy sniff bottle, maybe? Woof, woof. Huh? What is he doing? Go, puppy, go.
I know. He must have recognized the scent. The bottle must have Rocher's stamp on it.
That doggy implicated his own master. Lombroso, did you have to?
Rocher! See, this dog recognizes your scent. Do you still deny that you were at the newspaper office?
Okay, calm down, won't you? And Lombroso, you traitor. Lombroso wags his tail happily, as if saying, I don't understand. Okay, I admit it.
Wow, Curve, you were spot on. How did you know? Can you detect liars?
Correct, Miss Paimon. Really, you're a lie detector.
Hey, didn't we talk about prying into other people's private lives? Get to know us first. Hurry up and come clean, Rocher. What did you do?
But that's my private life, isn't it? Good boy, now fetch me. His soul is such a take. Oh my god.
How dare you? Fess up, or you'll be enjoying plenty of privacy in the fortress of Meripede.
No. Okay, I admit it. I stole a few tiny lies. I didn't steal Sir Arthur, honest. I slept by the Steambird's entrance last night, that's all. When I went to sleep, Sir Arthur was there. But when I woke up, it was gone. And I was worried people would suspect me, so I ran.
That's not the full story, is it? We've been told you've been seen there a lot lately. Planning your heist, no doubt.
That's not true. I was hoping to get some work there, you know, starting off picking up litter, and maybe some bigwig might spark your potential, and then whoosh, your career takes off. He sounds like he's part of like a Korean drama, like, I don't know, the CEO notices like the lowly peasant worker, you know?
Seems like you were the one causing litter with your stinky wine bottles. That's not gonna impress any bigwigs, that's for sure. I don't believe it. He's lying again.
It's true. Let me finish. I know how I look now, but I used to work at the Palimormonia. Well, it was my wife that got me the job. Her family used to be a big deal, and they still have some connections. Anyway, I used to be respectable.
Really? I'm not sure which is worse, begging for food or relying on your wife.
I don't think either of those are that bad. Don't say that. I wanted to become successful under my own steam, obviously, but that's when the problems started. A while back, some people offered to let me in on their business. Don't worry about the startup funds, they said. You can owe us. So I signed up. Ooh, you signed up for a Ponzi scheme, my guy? But I soon realized that the goods they were giving me were unsellable garbage. Then they started demanding that I paid what I owed them. This is why you don't join MLMs, y'all. Were those people the ones who were here? Yeah. I didn't have any choice but to pawn things off from my home to get some money, but I didn't realize what I'd taken belonged to my wife. Something her grandfather left her. When she realized this, I was too scared to tell her the truth, so I said that I lost money gambling. She was furious and threw me out. Then the problem started. Alcoholism. That kid is giving me, like, Cards Against Humanity vibes, I'm not gonna lie.
Huh? Why not tell the truth? Maybe she would have forgiven you if she known. What does this guy know about telling the truth? If he claimed he lost it at gambling, he could blame bad luck. If he lost it on bad business deals, then he had to admit for being a good-for-nothing loser.
What does this have to do with the newspaper? A month ago, the Steambird reported on a team of scammers, the Elegant Tableware Confrier. Those were the people who conned me, professional con artists. So, you lost your money to a Tupperware MLM or something like that? Wow, the Steambird's pretty good at their job, huh? I know, that's why I wanted to work there. It would have been a respectable job and I could have earned enough to get my wife's things back.
Curve, is that true?
Biodata has returned to a normal range. Mr. Rocher is not lying.
Ah, so it really wasn't him. So, did you see anything suspicious last night?
I did. I was woken up by some noise and I think I saw someone very small running away. That's suspicious, right?
Someone small? The statements from the residents mention a young boy. Could be him. But where would we find him? If only we had a puppy to show us the way again.
Lombroso wags his tail happily. He seems to know he's being talked about.
Now that you mention it, Lombroso has an excellent sense of smell. Why don't we see if we can pick up the scent? Paimon's not sure it'll work, but it's worth a try.
We get that doggy for the quest. We get that doggy for the quest. What do you have anything to say? I swear, on that metal bucket, I'm not lying to anyone. Sure thing, buddy. Curve? Oh, Curve has nothing to say. Oh, Talachart also has nothing to say. The puppy looks at you, as if waiting for something. Who's a good little doggy? Find this, buddy. Woof, woof.
Where's he going? Quick, follow that puppy.
Puppy go new? Puppy go new. Oh, look at his little waddle. Oh, he's so cute. Yes, Lombroso, where we going? Where are we going, buddy? Do your thing. Be an investigative doggy. Who's a good boy? I'm gonna steal all your master's things while he's away. This is the best quest ever because of the puppy. Honestly, hard agree. Y'all don't... Absolutely not. You are not going to hurt this puppy or I will fight someone.
Moment, please.
No hurting puppy. Absolutely not. Oi, you don't get to live. Who's a good little doggy? Who's a good little doggy?
The puppy is stopped! Could the owner of the button live nearby? Look, there's someone at home in the house over there. Let's go ask.
After some time, you arrive at a certain spot with Lombroso. Oh? Where am I?
Let's begin.
A con artist, just like Mama and the other one. It's not like that, Kevin. Who? Holmes?
I don't know anything. Also, I hate you all.
Oh. Ah. Bye. Don't run, Kevin. Sorry to interrupt. What do you guys want?
Don't worry, ma'am. We're agents from the Marchase Phantom, and we're investigating a theft. A button linked with your family is found at the scene. Do you have any comments?
Oh, I sewed that on for Kevin just recently, but Kevin's a good kid. Couldn't possibly be mixed up in theft.
I knew it, madame. I regret to say you have raised a thief.
Please be reasonable, Agent. Even if this is Kevin's button, all that proves is that he was at the newspaper office.
Why would he be there if not to steal?
Telechart, that's a jump. That is a jump, okay? What if, hear me out, that's his wife? No, the wife looks different. She had a different image. Did you say newspaper office?
Yeah! How did you know that's where the theft happened?
No, you must have misheard me.
Ironclad, irrefutable evidence. Don't try to lie your way out of this. You'll only make things worse for you and your son.
No, my son didn't mean to steal anything. He only took that knife to defend himself. A knife? I thought we were looking for a mechanical steam bird. But didn't someone use the knife to, kidnap Albert? Or, sorry, his name is Sir Arthur, not Albert.
You mean Sir Arthur? But Kevin only had a knife when he came home. Madame Madeline! Why did your son go to the newspaper? What did he do there? Tell us everything!
My Kevin just adores that steam bird outside the newspaper office. Every time we go into town, he often visits it and tells it all of his troubles. Yesterday evening, we had a bit of a fight, and Kevin stormed off to the newspaper office. But this time, he came back with a knife. He said he found it stuck in the steam bird's pedestal.
So that explains the notch, but why'd he take a knife?
He said he noticed Sir Arthur was missing and wanted to find it, but then some drunken man staggered towards him. He got scared and picked up the knife. Could we see the knife? I told him to get rid of it. I was worried it might cause trouble.
That knife could be a clue. We need to ask Kevin where it is.
I wish you could, but he's run off again. We were arguing a lot at the moment about his father. You see, his father's a mechanical engineer posted outside the city. Kevin hadn't seen him for a long time. He's having a bit of an early rebellious phase. He's furious with his father for not being there. Ah, so daddy issues. Got you.
A problem child, huh? Not easy to deal with. Still, when you find him and ask him about that knife.
There's no way Kevin would ever steal anything. Are you sure of that? You sure about that? You sure? Okay. Any evidence? No evidence. Where's Kevin? Damn, he ran far! Come back, Kevin. Sorry, Dendro Slime.
Come on, you blasted beast!
Eat me if you can't. Damn.
Oh no! Kevin's been caught by monsters!
Isn't that fine, though? There's a problem child we're talking about. Any monster that eats him will inherit those problems. It'll save us some trouble. Hey, we only need... That's so messed up, Talachard. That's so messed up.
Who are you? Why are you making such an unholy racket? You might want to try saying thanks. We just saved you.
Thanks? What's up? Why the angry face? You gonna hit me? This kid needs some therapy. This kid needs so much therapy.
Kid, a thumping would do you good, but we're professionals. Marshall say phantom agents. We don't beat people in pub.
Hey, yo, we don't beat people in public. What kind of, abuse of power is this?
But we do need to ask you some questions. If you keep anything from us, we'll have to take you in. And then, well, it won't be public, will we?
Take me in? Sure, go ahead, and take him in too.
Him? Who's that?
Balon, that's his name. You should arrest him too.
Is that your dad?
I wish he wasn't. I haven't seen him for a year.
Bro's got daddy issues. It's okay.
Ah, no wonder Madame Madeline said this guy used to complain to Sir Arthur. Paimon guesses that's the root of the problem?
Complain? That's a laugh. I was working out how to set up his speech patterns. You haven't realized, I guess, that everything says it's programmed in advance. As soon as I figure out how to do that, I'm gonna program him to say, Balon is a big fat weasel all day, every day.
So that's why you were hanging out next to Sir Arthur? Wow, you really are a problem child.
Paimon, it takes one to know one, buddy.
But Sir Arthur disappeared last night, so I won't be able to finish my research. I don't know who took him. You don't think I took Sir Arthur, did you? Sure, I'm a problem child, but stealing a mechanical steambird isn't one of those problems.
In my humble analysis, Sir Kevin, you have come into contact with a knife. A knife! No!
Wait, this robot can speak? How does it do that? Is it the same as Sir Arthur?
Shows how much you know. Curve is much more sophisticated than Sir Arthur. For a start, he doesn't need to be told what to say.
Then, wow, you're awesome, Curve. Hey, could you do something for me? Say, Balon is a big fat weasel. I know you can do it.
First, you must prove that that statement is true.
Prove it? What the? So you mean you can't do it? You suck. Even Sir Arthur could say that.
Do not confuse Curve with others. He is no liar.
Well, I was gonna tell you about the knife and he said it, but he didn't, so the deal's off.
Listen, Brett, I don't think you understand. If we find Sir Arthur, you can carry on with your plan to slander your father, right? We're on the same side here.
Why is that your coping reasoning? That's... Talishar, come on, buddy.
Oh, that makes sense. So... Okay, I'll tell you. I threw the knife into the sea. I'll mark the spot on your map. Now hurry up and find Sir Arthur.
That's more like it, kid. Is there anything else you should tell us? The more we know, the faster we can find Sir Arthur.
Let me think. I went to the Steambird, but Sir Arthur wasn't there. Instead, there was that knife. Then a drunk man came at me, so I panicked and grabbed the knife to frighten him off. That's it.
So that's what happened. Curve, did you spot any problems?
In my humble analysis, Mr. Kevin is not lying, but I did notice anomalies with Madame Madeline's pupil dilation and breathing earlier. Was she lying? I am unable to confirm that. There was, however, a data fluctuation when she told us his father's a mechanical engineer posted outside the city.
I can explain that. She was lying. Pop doesn't know a spring from a spanner, as if he could be an engineer. My mother's a very experienced liar. She practices on me every day, you see, so you wouldn't be able to tell. A little while ago, she brought a puppy home and said it was a present from my father, but I stuck a look at her letters. It was from some other man.
Oh my god? Bro, this is some drama. This is some drama right now. Isn't a spanner a wrench? I think it's a type of wrench, but I'm not sure.
Well, maybe that man is your new father, right? So congratulations, kid. I hope your new father does a better job than that old drunken leech.
I might not like what you say, but at least you're being straight with me. I wish my mom would do that.
Kevin, don't dwell on that. Your mother's just trying to protect you. She's worried you won't be able to cope if you have to deal with one too much all at once.
I love that Paimon, out of all these people, are being the reasonable ones, you know?
I don't want to know. It's knowing things that causes all of my problems.
Oh, that's so funny. I can't believe this is a line in Genshin. It's knowing things that causes all of my problems. That's crazy.
No, it's the exact opposite. Your problems come from not knowing enough.
Not knowing enough?
For example, you don't know that humans lie constantly. Your mother, your father, even you. That's the answer to your problem, kid. When you realize that, you'll stop having such high expectations. Then you'll be a kid with answers, not problems.
Answers? I'm kind of feeling attacked right now.
Oh, do you disagree? Unless you've never told even a single lie? Forget it. I don't need to know the answer. I like you right now, so let's not spoil the beautiful moment. Important thing is to find the knife. We gotta go, kid. Think about what I said and you'll find the answers you'll need.
Don't listen to her, Kevin. Listen to Paimon. Go home and have a good talk with your mom. If she lied to you, it's because she had a good reason. I know. Maybe I should go home.
The fact that he accepted that so fast is crazy.
Anyway,
I'm sorry, the fact that Paimon was just like, just listen to Paimon, everything will be fine. Paimon, sweetie. I don't know if I want to listen to you. Yes, people lie out of necessity, but also, like, I don't know, let the kid feel his feels, you know? Character development go burn, oh, literally. All right. Wait, hold on. Kevin's back home, but this can't go on. Isn't it time to tell him that you're seeing another man? Sus.
so this is where Kevin got rid of the knife? Paimon thinks it's time to get wet.
I'm leaving. Goodbye. No, sentence bad. Sentence bad. This is not great.
I could, but Curve can't go underwater, unfortunately. I need to stay here with him.
Sorry, guess it's all up to you.
You know what? We've already met a robotic dog and he could swim. Paimon guesses Curve isn't that advanced.
How dare you suggest Curve is less advanced than a dog? He's not feeling very well. What if that's dog name anyway? When Curve is better, we'll have a competition to see who wins.
Wow, someone's being unnecessarily competitive. In my humble opinion, we should be looking for evidence.
Never mind. Let's go diving, Traveler. We need clues.
Y'all gotta say anything?
Curve, how are you feeling today?
Motherboard temperature below warning line. Core functionality 20%.
Not much lower than yesterday. Keep it up, Curve.
Told chart, Curve. We got the knife. Here, take a look.
This can match up with the notch on the pedestal, but it's just an ordinary table knife. Why would any criminal carry one like that?
Maybe they ate at a restaurant and stole the knife there, then dropped it at the scene of the crime.
I give your deductive reasoning skills a 1 point out of 1,000.
Relevant information retrieved. A month ago, the Steam Bird exposed a case of fraud involving the elegant tableware Confrier.
Elegant table coffee. Oh, I remember that. A knife like this was part of the evidence gathered. They must be responsible.
There you go again with the must be responsible.
Really? We could head back to the office and confirm it. We've got enough time left today.
I thought you two weren't really investigators. Can you really check up on other cases?
Okay, I guess we're kind of friends now, so I'll tell you. I'm an evidence clerk with the Marshall Safe Phantom. As such, getting a piece of evidence from the stores are easy peasy.
What? Is that even a job?
So, Curve is evidence, indeed.
How? The evidence is running out solving cases?
And why not? You aren't evidence, but you're doing the same.
But didn't Editor-in-Chief Euphrasia said something about Curve being remotely operated?
She was helping maintain Curve's cover. She seems to know his story, but which is that he's a lie-detecting robot.
It's hard to believe. How come Paimon's never heard of something that incredible?
Maybe because you haven't experienced everything in the world. Have you ever thought about that, Paimon? Have you ever thought that maybe you can experience new things? Kind of crazy. That's a thought.
Because he's been stuck in the evidence storeroom. Curve is a vital piece of evidence from a case dating back 30 years.
Oh! So you're secretly investigating that shocking crime to identify the true perpetrator?
As if that my life's that exciting. I just got bored and decided to take Curve out for a walk.
And
Curve, what do you think? Biodata anomaly identified. Agent Talachard, you are lying.
Oh, Traveler, I was just saying I started to like you. Now you're using the Muscle Protocol's loopholes against me. What protocols now? You mentioned those earlier such something, didn't you?
My great creator, Dr. Moso, added some rules in my core programming to ensure the accuracy of my lie detection. Those rules require me to answer all questions with complete accuracy and honesty.
So you can detect a lie but not tell one? As if someone asks you a question, you're obliged to answer it?
Correct, Miss Paimon.
What clever rules! So, this Moso guy is some top scientist at the Fontaine Research Institute? He was a top scientist until he passed away. He died 30 years ago and Curve became evidence. He died? How?
Relevant information retrieved. Dr. Moso died in a dueling attempt to prove his innocence after a court found him guilty. Why was he found guilty? Relevant information retrieved 30 years ago.
Stop! You keep asking questions! And if you keep asking questions, Curve has to keep answering them! Our priority should be finding Sir Arthur! Editor-in-Chief Euphrasia will be too upset to eat if we don't find him. Paimon finds that unlikely? Well, anyway, Curve and I are going to see what we can find out about the knife. Let's meet first thing tomorrow at the Palais Marmonia. But Paimon's so curious! Couldn't you indulge her in this once? We'll indulge you tomorrow. How about we make you a delicious breakfast? Ooh, breakfast? Okay, looking forward to it already. See you tomorrow morning then. Okay, they're gone. Paimon can't help feel, but there's something going on in their end, though.
Best not to stick your nose into other people's lives. You can be nosy about that tomorrow.
Yeah, it's been a pretty busy day. We should get some rest. We'll meet them at the Palais Maronia tomorrow. Morning!
Good morning.
Morning! Hey, Talachard, how come there's no desk in here? There's just isn't. We don't need desks for our work anyway. And this bench is awesome. Look, it has comfy cushions. Sit down quick. Come try the delicious breakfast I made for you. Wow, thanks, Talachard. But what's this? It smells a little odd.
Oh no, right, she's a Melusine, which means she makes weird cooking things.
It's my special poisson champ pie. It's even tastier than the usual recipe.
So it's fish pie, right? I'm scared now. What do you mean it's tastier than the usual recipe? What did you do?
It does smell odd, but that's why it's special. You've piqued Paimon's interest. What about you, Traveler?
Curve, what do you think? Analysis of the composition indicates eating this could be a difficult try. Awesome, we're real tough cookies, I guess.
Then let's dig in.
You and Paimon wolfed down a half portion of the odd-smelling pie. Half an hour later, you both come back from the outside, clutching your bellies. Oh, you threw up, damn.
Just, where did you disappear to? If you're still hungry, there's more. I made lots.
Maybe stick to investigation, Talachard.
Thanks, Talachard. No need, though. Paimon went for a quick rest, and there's still some pie left. Traveler, why don't we box up for later? Your expressions. Wasn't it tasty? I thought I did a good job.
Perhaps you're tough enough.
Paimon knows why they call it poisson pat champagne now. The poisson are Paimon's guts chanting, "We want to swim back out!" Oh, that sounds absolutely awful. I'm so sorry. Oh, don't worry about it. Paimon's feeling better already. Anyway, the problem is Paimon's preferences, not your cooking.
Back to business. Did you get any info about the knife?
Oh, right. Paimon forgot we're supposed to be working now. Okay, so about that, we did find something that might be useful. This is a knife from the elegant tableware confrérie.
The audacity, how could you hurt her feelings? I'm sorry. It did not taste good. Maybe she should stick to investigating.
The people who said Rocher owes them money? Yeah, they masqueraded as a legitimate business, claiming that their tableware is favored by Fontaine's upper classes and can be sold for hefty sums. People like Rocher often fell for it, They pay a fee to join, get a pile of lousy tableware in return. Then they try to sell it for enough to make back their initial investment and then some. But the tableware itself is unsellable junk, so the victims have no choice but to fight other fools to pass the baton to. I hear they call it expanding their downline network.
So now we have MLMs in Genshin. Great! That sounds pretty familiar.
See, humans are creatures full of lies.
Wow, okay.
But it seems like Rocher didn't expand his downline network.
Because it's very difficult to expand their downline network because not everyone falls for these scams. If you are subject to a something like this, run. If anyone tries to convince you that you could be the start of your own business, actually run, because that's an MLM, and you're probably not going to be making a whole lot of money from it. In terms of ethical human relations, Mr. Rocher's moral exceeds the level of the average person. He didn't continue to bring in more victims.
Oh. So maybe his wife wasn't the worst judge of character.
But his financial acumen is way, way below the average. In the end, his poor wife had to deal with the fallout and took the losses.
That's true. But weren't they exposed by the paper? Can't you guys track down the money and help them recover their losses?
That's not how MLMs work, because most of the time, the people from the upper top spent the money on something else.
Our colleagues got involved some time ago and made multiple arrests, but the ringleader is a crafty one and immediately claimed that the perpetrators of the scam were temporary employees. Most importantly, he kept all of their accounts completely separate. As a result, covering the losses have proven extremely difficult.
Oh, so they have offshore accounts. Ooh. Is there nothing you can do about it?
We can push things forward today. I got the location of their possible hideout. I'll be investigating it later.
Oh, you found their lair?
The Marchal Phantom is more capable than you think. Considering the facts of this case, I have reason to believe that Sir Arthur was stolen by the elegant tableware comprier.
Although it sounds very likely, it's best if you don't act so certain of it.
We'll know once we get there. Let's go.
Water-stained dinner knife. Based on Agent Talachard's analysis, this item belongs to the elegant tableware confrier, an association that was once exposed by the Steambird as the gang of swindlers.
Uh-oh, I'm scared now. So their base is underwater?
Yes, it seems we must go down. How troublesome. Given Curve's condition, it'd be best if you didn't get wet, but seems we have no choice this time. You said that last time too!
So how's Curve?
He's already 30. His core and other components are all starting to get old. He's gotta maintain them.
30's still kinda young, isn't it?
30's not young!
30 is young. Yes, he is! 30 is actually young. I don't know what you're talking about. 30 is very, very young, actually. Oh, where are we going?
We're here!
Let's see. There are a lot of them in here. What should we do? Charge in? Beat them up? Make them confess?
Don't be so violent, Paimon. They're already frightened and on edge. They might destroy the evidence if we give them another scare.
That's true. Let's sneak in, find the evidence, and then beat them up.
Do we have to beat them up?
Well, it's such a small place, so a fight is inevitable anyway.
Fine,
Then is it possible to distract them?
there must be something here that we can use. Curve, hide and wait here for us. You're too big to not get stopped. Not to get spotted. Just come over once we're done.
As you wish.
Then let's hurry up and figure out how to lure them away.
Okay. Covertly fine? Do I have to sneak? I really don't want to. You have anything to say, Curve? Self-diagnosis is in progress. Moisture has seeped into the motherboard. Motherboard temperature, below warning line. Core functionality, 19%. Uh-oh. It's ticking down. I feel like by the end of this quest, it's going to be, it's gonna be, he's gonna power down or something.
This explosive barrel, we use it by blowing it up from its safe distance?
There's so many explosive barrels. This is a hazard. I'm also going to steal all of your money available. I'm gonna steal all your money. Investigate.
This chest. What if Paimon hides inside and makes some noise? Then you guys can go look for clues while they come over to investigate. Think that'll work?
No, because then they'll find you.
Let's come up with a plan. Let's come up with a plan B.
I think blowing up the thing is a good idea. We just...
Silence!
Warning! Explosive trap! Oh.
Oh, that was a trap.
Oh. That's bad. Okay, so I can't do that. Fun. I wanted to explode things because I think that'd be funny. Never mind. What happens if someone spots us? Actually, oh. Haven't we been here before?
These bullfruit.
Do these people really like them? In that case, we could try, distracting them by throwing them from a distance.
Sure, try that. All of you hide and start chucking bullfruit really far away. Wow, sweet bullfruit. Wait, who's throwing them? Alert, alert, intruder, alert!
This plan's way too dumb.
Well, that sucked. I thought that was gonna be work because I thought that would be funny. Do I have to do the Paimon one? I really don't want to do the Paimon one because that's so obvious. Sure, try that. Paimon squeezes in once the rest of you are well hidden. She starts shaking the chest. Someone's over there by that chest. Intruder alert.
This plan's way too dumb.
Damn. Okay. There has to be another option. What if we just fight them? Can I just... Oh, there's an eye thing. Never mind. I'm not here. Oh, I'm not here. You don't see me. What's... There's probably something really obvious that I don't see. Okay, so there's a bullfruit. Huh? Oh, there's a pot. Hey, you can't see me. We could just sneak in, right? I'm not gonna eat the bullfruit, guys. How blind are they? I don't know. They can't see me, so that's all that matters. Oh,
we've been spotted. This pot has chicken legs in it. Someone cooking?
How about adding in some seasoning to put them to sleep after the...
oh my god!
Or we could do something else to drive them away.
Wait. How about adding in some seasoning to put them to sleep after their meal? Talachard, are you trying to roofie them? What do you mean, nice idea?
Check your bag for any useful seasoning, traveler.
Huh? Huh? What? Oh. Oh god, we're gonna poison them. Rest in peace, everyone in this ship. R.I.P.s.
Whoa, Paimon had a feeling you'd be super effective.
Hey, how could you put that in there? It's an insult to my culinary talents.
Don't be mad, Talachard. Your cooking might end up making a very significant contribution here. Paimon's certain they won't be able to overcome the trial of toughness it possesses.
Oh, really? Then fine, let's just hide and see what happens.
Once chow time is shouted, the entire elegant tableware confrérie starts gulping down the food with the extra seasoning. It doesn't take long before one by one subtle changes begin to appear on their faces, and they start running towards the exit with their hands clutching their stomachs. We just poisoned everyone.
See, Talachard? They're experiencing the power of poisson champagne, just like I said.
I'm incredible! I'll get curved. We can start search for evidence that our heart's content.
Roverly said, what's that? Nuvalet stabs him in the back. Nothing really is here, right? Alright, time for investigations. Old clockwork locket. An archaic clockwork locket. Looks quite old.
What's this? Looks like it opens. There's a photo in there. Who's she?
The child? Database responding. Database responding. Database responding. Failed to retrieve information.
Retrieval failed. Curve, your database wouldn't respond without having relevant information, right? Did water get inside you? Let's put it away for now. Let's have Curve take a look at it later.
I feel like, is this the thing that the grandfather gave the wife? Rat poison, or should I say fish poison, always works? I mean, I guess. Oh, Diary of a Valiant Struggle. After getting the boot from the Order of the Fruit, I was really down in the dumps. Luckily, I've joined a new group, so I'm feeling a little better. This new group's operations are a little different from the last ones. Anyway, let's go Intrepid Valberry. Crafty Bullfruit, my brother, you're always in my thoughts. I can't believe the higher-up sends Calla Lily to hunt you down just for the formula to that stupid potion. I guess you're plumb out of luck now, huh? But don't worry, I made a big ruckus from the Order of the Fruit in your defense. They may have kicked me out over it, but I got no regrets. I only hope your soul can rest in peace. No one else knows this, but I also put lots of bullfruits in my new home to remember you by. Looks like only 4 of the 5 great operatives of the Order of the Fruit now remain. Order of the Fruit? I finally received my first mission, to get money off some guy named Rocher. That old dog's got no shame, refusing to repay his debts like that. I went out there and socked him twice before he coughed up like a pile of junk. The only thing in there that looked like it could be worth anything was the locket. It looks like a woman's. Surely not his wife's, right? Unbelievable. Who in their right mind would marry a guy like that? Seems like something happened today. Directors 2 through 41 were all taken away. Supposedly, the Steambird blew the lid off of our business and got the Marchase Phantom involved. Luckily, I'm new, so I'm safe for now. But I don't get it. Are we just in regular old cutlery business? Whatever. It doesn't matter. To repay the boss's kindness, my first order of business is to pay that paper a little visit. I'd originally planned to tear them a new one, but the boss says that we should keep a low profile for now. I guess I'll start with that dumb bird at the door then. A knife through that bird's head should send the message loud and clear, right? Since the other directors were taken away, I'll go to the boss after the job's done to tell him what I've done. He'll be so happy. He might even give me a promotion. Let's go, Intrepid Valberry, away! So this is Intrepid Valberry's diary? He speaks in third person? A record of the life experiences of a striver. Knife those stupid birds straight through. This should be good enough warning for them, right? Well, you didn't put it through the bird's head, that's for sure. Alright, anything on the boat besides the fruit? Dining table with tableware. An overwhelming amount of tableware is scattered all over the table in a messy yet charming pile that's ripe for the taking.
A table knife! The table knife just like the one left outside the Steambird! It must be them.
Uh-oh. Who cooked today? Kill it! Find him and kill him! Boss! Boss! Boss, I'll immediately... I'll go find the cook.
This agent right here today, chef! So who's gonna kill me?
Marsha, say Phantom agents! How did you get in here?
I don't think you got time to worry about that right now. We've obtained evidence of your crimes.
Evidence? But officer, all of them are temporary workers. You didn't arrest them already.
We're working on another case right now. All of you are suspects in a plot to get revenge against the Steambird by stealing Sir Arthur.
Vapor! Impossible. I never had any grudges toward them. In fact, I won't even thank them for pointing out the flaws in our business model.
You're good with words, but what will do you once we show you this?
Oh, Ace Attorney style. Yeah.
See? Director 42 admitted in their diary. Busted.
Fool, didn't I tell you to keep a low profile for now? But boss, aren't we supposed to just lie down and take it while they're bullying us like that? The Marchase Phantom officer, with all due respect, this fool's just a temporary employee. He hadn't even passed the probation period. Since he's suspected of breaking the law and committing a crime, I have no choice but to fire him in the spirit of justice.
Hey, how much longer are you planning to use that same old trick?
Fire me? Why, boss, didn't you say earlier that I'm the only one here who has been loyal to you? Who are you? What are you talking about? You're fired. We have nothing to do with each other from now on. Take him away, honored agents. He's all yours. Boss, you betrayed me. Ah, you dirty double-timing dog. I'll take you down with me.
Another test cell.
Why are they arguing?
Bow your head.
Traveler, tell them to calm down. Yeah, I'll tell them to calm down with a hydro pump. And also a bird to the face.
Flames, purge.
No, you're still alive. That's a disappointment. You done? You done? Ah, you blithering idiot! How dare you go against me? You filthy traitorous mutt, you can't stop me! Alright, that's enough. Just play nicely now, would ya?
Hey, Redhead! Hurry up and fess up! Where's Sir Arthur?
Hey, cut it out, shorty. I'm not on your side either. Unless you're willing to do me a favor. Help me convict this traitorous backstabbing thief of a felony and make the rest of his life live in hell. Then, I'll try my best to cooperate with you.
The Marshal say Phantom never negotiates with criminals. But with the evidence we already have, the quality of life of his life won't be too different than what you're hoping for.
Don't do that!
So, are you going to come clean now?
Alright, fine. Tell you everything. I didn't actually take Sir Arthur. I know it's strange, but someone got to it before me, so I just stuck the knife in there as a warning.
Huh? It wasn't there. You're lying, right?
Hurry, you got this, Curve. It's your time to shine.
No anomalies detected in Mr. Intrepid's Valberry data.
What? There really wasn't the redhead?
So did you see anything at the scene? I saw this really smelly drunk lying on the ground, just like that dead of Rocher. All I wanted to say, stay well away from him. Then it's Rocher, right? Is there no one else?
Even if there is nobody, you're gonna have to give us someone. You cut short the trail we were following, and you're gonna have to take responsibility for it.
Now you're just making things difficult for me.
You can do it, Mr. Trepid and Valberry. You even fought back against your own boss. This is the type of motivation we need for some reason.
Fine, you're right. Let me think over it a moment. Director 42, can I say something? What? You have any leads? No, I don't. And just wait a minute. Can't you see I'm racking my brains right now? I got it. I just remembered something. I went to Flu Cassandra in the search of a locksmith because I needed their help in breaking into the paper's office at night to wreak havoc. So you're gonna dig yourself a bigger hole? That's crazy. But wouldn't you know, I ran into someone there who was also trying to find a way to sneak into the paper.
Who was it? What was their name?
I don't know, but he dressed like a member of the Fatui.
The Fatui? Them again?
Justice may be absent, but the Fatui never are.
What did he do after that?
How would I know? I'm not some sewer stalker.
This time it's certain. He's the one who stole Sir Arthur. Oh, but every certainty of yours has been wrong so far.
This is giving me, like, every time a lore keeper or, like, someone who's, like, really a theorist kind of, like, thinks, like, oh, this is definitely it. And then they're all wrong. It's me. It's me. I'm Palachard, 100%.
It's certainly different this time. Don't you remember? There were 4 pairs of footprints at the scene, so there were 4 suspects at most. But Fatuus is the 4th suspect.
And what if it isn't him? Why are we assuming it's a dude?
Hey, don't look down on me. I bet my uniform on it, all right? If I'm wrong again, I'll quit and stay home. Calm down, all right? Let's not be too hasty. Hey, Redhead, did you find that guy?
Why don't you try your luck on the Flo Cassandra? I've seen him there on more than one occasion. That dude just bolted.
Someone dressed as Fatuus in the Fleur Cassandra. If he really is there, he won't be difficult to spot. do that. We'll track these criminals. We'll take these criminals back first and then head over to Fleur Cassange.
Don't forget your promise. You better convict that two-timing traitor. Pin him to the wall. Hey, yo.
Don't worry. Neither of you are going anywhere. What? Where did he go? Where'd the boss go? He was just here a moment ago.
Well, he snuck off in that direction while you were distracted. What? Why didn't you say something sooner? Well, I wanted to. You kind of stopped me, didn't you? You sneaky conniving... Darn it! I knew his life was gonna be a living hell, so he fled. Hey, how about you let me go and get him for you?
Hey, you go. What do you think, Curve?
Based on my analysis of Mr. Valberry's data, he's telling the truth.
Get going, Redhead. Don't disappoint it.
What? You're just gonna let him go like that? You don't think he's gonna run?
Talachart, please.
Don't you worry, I give you a word as my man. Really? Are we just gonna let them go? It's like that?
What's wrong with that? If someone deceives another, shouldn't you support the victim getting their revenge?
You're very... I think you've been reading too many light novels, buddy.
I know what it's like to feel angry after being tricked. Oh, Curve, you should take note of this.
As you wish. I recorded the behavioral and psychological data of everyone involved in my lie learning module.
Let's stop wasting time here. Our primary objective is to take the others back to Marchase Phantom and get them to the Fleur Cassange.
See, Talachart, now how are you gonna do that?
When you let everyone go, buddy?
You escort the criminals back to the Marchase Phantom. Without a moment's rest, you immediately rush to the Fleur Cassange, haunting grounds of the other suspect. You're here. Huh? So, you bring the goods? What are you talking about?
Huh? That's not the code. Who are you? Shoot, I gotta get out of here.
Huh? We're exchanging pass faces just now?
Forget that.
Forget that. Hurry, don't let him get away.
Oh. Oh. Ballard, come back. Oh, he just teleported. You can't unround Riozli's big legs. I guess.
He finally caught you. But why run like that?
That was exhausting. Maybe because he's a criminal. Stop chasing after me. I haven't done anything wrong.
Why run if you're innocent?
That won't hold up in court. Why don't you tell me what crimes I've committed, huh?
You stole Sir Arthur.
Hey, I didn't steal that.
Quite certain someone stole it now, aren't we?
Ah, crud.
Don't even think about trying to weasel your way out of this. We know you've been looking for a way to sneak into the paper's office. Take a look at my uniform, then take a look at your own. Are you trying to cause an international crisis? You want to say bye-bye to your life?
No way it's that serious. No, after completing this mission, I'll be able to retire early. Don't be like this.
Then why don't you try making it a bit easier for me, You make things difficult for me, then it's only fair that I do the same.
Why did I give Talachart suddenly the Boston accent?
Picture your retired life for a moment. When you sit down to eat, you'll look across and see me. Every date you go on, I'll be your chaperone. And for every travel photo you take, I'll be there too, smiling.
Talachart, you are scaring me right now. I'm not going to lie. You are terrifying.
No, stop that. That's enough. Don't terrorize me like that. I'll come clean, all right? It's not like it's a secret anyway. I'm Ballard, a peripheral intelligence officer. What peripheral means is that I'm not very important. I was tasked with locating a research base belonging to a scientist known as Mosso Lombroso.
Lombroso is the name of the dog, right?
Mosso Lombroso? Isn't that Dr. Mosso? Heard of him too? He passed away some 30 years ago, and his research base is to contain valuable information. But no one knows his location. What does that have to do with the Steambird? Because Dr. Mosso's death is linked to the Steambird. I'm sure the paper knows something. It's linked to the paper? Correct. And that's why I contacted one of the editors, Jenik, hoping to get an inside scoop.
Isn't that the editor who was arguing with Telechard? Would he reveal the paper's inside info?
I sent him a small gift. You recall the paper recently exposed the elegant tableware coffre scammers? I provided the details of their crimes.
Whoa, so you did that! You're really amazing, huh?
Thank you. Though I might be only peripheral personnel, I'm one of the better ones. Anyway, the exclusive report gave Jennick's reputation quite a boost. But when I contacted him again, he said he had nothing to repay me with. Utterly despicable.
That's when you decided to sneak in!
Indeed, but I noticed something odd when I was there last night. The signature steamboat at the door was gone.
It vanished before you arrived? Not again!
That's right, and there was an envelope on its pedestal. Acting on my instincts as an intelligence officer, I opened the envelope. To my surprise, it was full of threats.
What? The envelope in the scene? How could you sneak a peek at someone else's letter? Let us look too!
Why are you berating him for sneaking a look at someone else's letter? And then also going, yeah, let me look at the letter, right? Ahem, luckily I kept it with me. Please help yourselves. Mysterious threat letter. To the Steambird. Moso's death 30 years ago is still on my mind. Whenever I think of your paper's rhetoric, which intentionally passes off the falsehoods as truth, I simply cannot suppress my indignation. As such, I've taken Sir Arthur captive. I eagerly await your paper's sincere repentance. Issue a public apology and surrender Moso's legacy. Should you continue to spin a web of lies that obfuscate the truth, I'll be left with no choice but to slay that Steambird, Crow, or Blackbird? So that was the least threatening letter I've seen in my life. Are you done? The one who signed it was Crow or Blackbird is the criminal you're looking for.
But is this for real? Is the paper really linked to Dr. Moso's death?
There's no mistake. The inheritance mentioned here that probably Dr. Moso's research base. Paper definitely knows something. Later on, I put on some feelers in my circle, hoping that this Crow or Blackbird would be willing to meet with me, as she's in the same line of work, that is. Suddenly, we are gendering the person that we do not know again. Best case scenario, we can work together. If that fails, I don't want her to raise any alarms. It will only disturb my work. But as it turns out, we're the only ones that showed up.
Telechard, it seems you made a mistake again. Telechard, what's wrong? Curve, tell me now. Tell me this guy's lying.
Biological indicators detected to be normal. Mr. Ballard is telling the truth.
Darn it, you peripheral. Why aren't you the culprit? You lost me my uniform. Calm down, Telechard. We weren't serious.
Don't pay it any mind.
But I mind. I was serious. I cared about whether I'm useful. I said I would figure out from among the 4 suspects, and yet none of them were the culprit. I guess I'm just completely useless. Editor-in-Chief, you've heard he was right to ask for your help. I should just take off this uniform and leave.
Relevant information detected. Agent Telechard, you can be useful. You can write for the Steambird's fantasy column, just like Editor Jennick's suggestion. That's not comforting in the least.
Would it be better just to name Mr. Brolard the criminal? At least that might make Telechard feel better.
But that's accusing someone who had nothing to do with it. And also, that would mean you would lose spies on the inside, which is also really bad. No, literally, he did her so dirty. Like, that's so rude. That's so rude of him. How dare he? Ahem. Miss Paimon, are you suggesting that I lie? Can lies be a sort of comfort?
That doesn't count as a lie! Paimon meant that when you're comforting someone, sincerity is what counts! For example, when Paimon is worried about gaining weight from eating too many slimes, Traveler might say Paimon would still be cute even if she gets fat. Or something like that.
I would call Paimon out for being a glutton. I would feel sorry for the slimes, or I would sincerely comfort Paimon. No, I feel bad for how many slimes she ate.
What? Are you really that concerned about the slimes?
As if Paimon's ever worried about that, right?
That's enough! Curve can only analyze biological data. You can't understand all of that. Forget it. You can go, Ballard.
Thank you so much.
Huh? Ballard, you... Paimon, Traveler. I know you two are both amazing and tenacious, but I'm just a stupid piece of deadwood that's always rolling downhill and finding new lows. I break at the slightest touch. I'm sorry, but from here on out, I'll just leave everything to you. I'd like to buy both of you dinner one last time tonight. We'll go to a nice fancy place at the Hotel de Port so you won't have to eat the trash I make. But Paimon hates farewell dinners! Curve, talk some sense into her!
Agent Talachard, I suggest you reconsider writing for the Steambird's fantasy column.
Alright, that's enough! I really think things through. Anyway, I'll see all of you at the Hotel de Port tonight. Don't forget to come!
Paimon notes Talachard's being straightforward as a person, but it feels so sudden.
Was today really that bad?
It probably wasn't just about today.
Paimon hopes she gets better tonight. Let's get some rest too. Paimon's quite tired after doing so much investigation.
Ballard's testimony. According to Ballard, he has been to the scene of the crime before, but when he arrives, Sir Arthur was already missing. At that time, he noticed a letter at the scene. His intelligence operative instincts kicked in, leading to open the letter, read it, and take it with him. Confirmed footprints. The footprints of Rocher, Kevin, Intrepid Valberry, and Ballard. Based on Agent Talachard's analysis, they are the same as the footprints that appeared near the newsletter. The letter signed Crow or Blackbird, used to threaten the Steambird. However, due to the efforts of Ballard, an unrelated person who came out of nowhere, this threat proved unsuccessful.
Paimon! Traveler, good evening!
Talachard, you're close! You haven't resigned already, have you?
Not just yet. I took off my uniform because it makes me feel much lighter. So? Do I look good in these?
Not bad at all. You look much better! Even your voice sounds gentler.
This might be the right life. Since I can't do anything well, it's best not to do anything at all.
Wait, that's such a mood. Don't think like that. Don't be like Talachard. This is a mood, but also like don't think this way.
Stop thinking like that. It just so happened to be a really tricky case.
It isn't just the case. Have you heard of Fontaine's Aquabus?
That's how we got into Fontaine.
And you must have taken the Clementine line, right? Ava is a tour guide there, and Elephant is in charge of the Navia line. Actually, I used to be a tour guide too. I was the guide on the third line, the Callus line. We used to travel to the Fontaine Research Institute, but service was suspended due to the incident.
Whoa! You used to be a tour guide? That's awesome!
It's not awesome at all. Tour guides aren't exactly the elite. Being assigned as a tour guide is what happens when you're bad at an agent.
Oh, so you returned to the Marshal Phantom because the line stopped operating?
Not quite. I was laid off due to complaints from tourists. Some praised me in person but wrote complaints as soon as I got home. They said my voice grates like a crow. I couldn't accept it. Oh, I don't mean the complaints. I couldn't accept that they told me I was doing well to my face, and then they clearly had a problem with me. I'll let you in on a secret. Editor Jennick was the first to complain that I sounded like a crow. He's such a hypocrite.
No wonder you were arguing with him back there. Paimon sort of gets it now.
Let's not dwell on this annoying stuff like that. Now it's the time to focus on enjoying some delicious food. Hotel de Port was recommended by the local official tourist guide. I may not like it, but I think you might.
Oh, thanks, Talachard.
But shouldn't we wait for Curve? He's not here yet.
It's fine. He doesn't need this kind of thing anyway. He just wanted to record Hotel de Port's data in his live learning module.
His live learning module? Curve is really special.
Yes, I'm very happy to have met him. However, his core is aging rapidly, so he'll go into hibernation mode soon. His body parts can be replaced, but not his core. hibernate? Are you trying to say... They'll stop moving forever? Oh, I'm just completely useless, aren't I? I can't solve my cases as an agent. I can't complete as a tour guide. And it's not even to talk about my attempts at making breakfast. Now I can't even manage evidence properly.
Did you sneak out to try and get Curve repaired?
No one but Dr. Moso can repair Curve. I just wanted him to see more about how humans lie and help overcome the Moso protocols.
Overcome the Moso protocols? Why?
That would be amazing. Curve can even become a genuine human.
Feels like Paimon just heard something incredible.
Dr. Moso's true goal was to create a machine that would gradually become human by understanding lies in humanity. That's Curve's ultimate form. Legends say that a Fontanian scientist called Elaine Guillotine created an amazing thinking machine hundreds of years ago, and Dr. Moso seemed to want to surpass that. A thinking machine made by Elaine Guillotine? Could that be Seymour?
But understanding lies makes someone human?
Dr. Moso believed that humans had various reasons for lying, with various feelings underlying for those reasons. It's those emotions that make them human. So, he created a no-lying protocol. If Curve learns to lie like humans one day, then it means he can no longer be bound by his machine programming and has acquired human emotions. We're out here investigating cases because I want him to learn how humans lie. I want him to learn.
And you definitely can't give up. Shouldn't we fight harder to give Curve more time?
But how? Dr. Moso is gone now.
But his research base is still out there.
Right, there must be a maintenance manual or something.
I went through everything already, and I didn't find anything about the base.
About the newspaper, would they have any leads?
Didn't the Fatuous say something like that too?
That guy was an amateur. If the Marshal Phantom doesn't know, then a newspaper certainly won't.
You're just looking for excuses, Talishard. You're actually just afraid of failure, aren't you? No one fails forever. If you hit rock bottom, your only way is up.
I've hit rock bottom?
Yeah, you even took off your uniform.
So, I won't fail anymore?
That's right. You will absolutely not fail again.
In my humble analysis, Miss Paimon is... First of all, that's rude.
Hey! Wait a second. Curve, could you have showed up a little bit later?
But such lies have a chance to mold reality.
What are you talking about, Curve? Lies molding reality?
30 years ago, Dr. Moso and I performed our first public test in Hotel de Board. At that time, there were only 4 tables, 8 chairs, and a waiter, who was also the owner. He said to me, Restaurant de Board will certainly become a renowned luxury hotel. It was just like Miss Paimon's statement, a lie based on sincerity. But today, as you can see, de Board has quite exquisite carpeting, expensive decorations, 2 dining areas, and an endless stream of guests. I think that if the lie about de Board came true, then the statement that Agent Talishard will not fail again has the possibility of becoming true. Shutting down the lie learning module.
Was Curve being a little odd just now? What is he talking about?
It's the lie learning module. It resides in Curve's core. Once it's enabled, it makes Curve spew a bunch of illogical nonsense.
I'm starting to doubt Curve's reliability.
Well, Paimon thinks that some humans say things that don't make sense. That mean Curve's improving?
It does.
Talishard, are you gonna give up just when Curve is showing signs of improvement?
Well, can you please say that thing again?
Say what?
You've hit a rock bottom, or you absolutely will not fail again?
Oh, that's right, because you've already hit rock bottom. Congratulations, you have failed tremendously.
I get it. Then I'll try again one more time. If Curve is still learning, then I have to help him.
Wow, Talishard's really like a child sometimes. She gets so moodly so quickly, but also perks up just as quickly.
Sounds like you, Paimon.
Is Paimon not mature enough?
You're even shorter than
Stop it with the chit-chat. We should take action at once. Since This newspaper might know something. Let's keep our eyes on the prize and keep investigating the theft. Since there are 4 of us, why don't we each roleplay as a suspect and recreate the crime scene? We might even find a breakthrough.
Wow! Telecharge brain's working fast. Paimon likes that idea. Let's go to the steamboat now.
You're the smallest here, Paimon. So, you be Kevin. I'll be the Dirty Rocher. Mr. Ballard is here for Dr. Moso, so let Curve be him. Then all that left is the redhead.
Leave it to me.
Alright, everyone got their roles? Let's reenact the night of Sir Arthur's disappearance. What did all of these guys do? The first thing is to reenact the order of their arrival.
Uh-oh, I have to think? Okay, who arrived at the scene first? I feel like Rocher was the earliest, right? According to Rocher, he's been to the scene of the crime before. Kevin must have come super late, to be honest. Scene of crime before he arrived, already missing. But he must have already saw the knife, right? So he had to be first before this kid. Ballard must have been first because he's got the letter first. Then it has to be... I think... Valberry, then the kid... And then... Because he said he saw Rocher afterwards. So I think this is the order. No? Huh? Okay, so it's not... The letter came in... So no one else picked up the letter afterwards? That's wild. Okay, so 1... And then 2. Ballard's second. And then... Rocher. And then a kid. Okay, so those 2 are switched. So you're first... Imagine doing investigation. Couldn't be... Rocher like Vasher? That's sus? I don't know about that. Imagine being good at investigating. Couldn't be me.
Incredible! Traveler's absolutely correct. I am the first to arrive. I'm Rocher, a middle-aged man who was kicked out by his wife. I've been loitering around here because I'm trying to get a job at the paper. On the night of the incident, I drank a little, and I remember Sir Arthur sitting on its precious pedestal before I got completely drunk. Later on, I fell asleep by the road, and then...
I'm Ballard, the second suspect to arrive at the scene. I immediately noticed that Sir Arthur wasn't where it should be. So, the real thief stole Sir Arthur between the time of my arrival and Mr. Rocher falling asleep, and that criminal left a letter full of threats for the paper. Acting on my intelligence and officer's instincts, I read the letter left by the thief and took it with me from the scene. After that... I'm up next! I'm Intrepid Valberry, Director 42 of the Criminal Gang! I love this face so much! What is... I wanted revenge on the paper, so I planned to run Sir Arthur straight through. But Sir Arthur was gone when I got here. I was furious, but there was nothing I could do, so I just stabbed the knife into the pedestal to scare them and left.
It's finally Paimon's turn! I'm Kevin, a problem child! I'm here to get Sir Arthur to spread the word that my dad's a big fat weasel! But Sir Arthur was gone, and there was a knife in its favorite pedestal, so, I tried to look for it, but all I found was a smelly old man. I somehow woke him up, and that terrified me. I took the knife to defend myself and ran as fast as I could. I didn't even notice when a button got torn off from my clothes. Indeed, I am that smelly old man. The commotion Kevin made woke me up, and I vaguely caught sight of him running off with something. After that, I looked towards the paper's office and saw that Sir Arthur was missing. I was afraid of becoming suspect, so I hurried back to my usual haunt at the docks.
This is everything that happened? Paimon thinks our reenactment went perfectly, but did we miss anything?
The threatening letter.
That's right. We forgot about that letter. Since the thief's modus is tied to the incident from 30 years ago, the paper should have some idea about the thief's identity, right?
Yeah, but the paper is still in the dark about all this. We should deliver this letter to them immediately.
How could we have overlooked something so crucial? Because all of you were too busy trying to console me. I'm so sorry for being burdened.
You shouldn't think like that, Talachard. Haven't you read through Dr. Moso's case files? Those should be really exclusive information.
Now that you mention those, I forgot to tell you all about the contents. Let's go over there to discuss it. Dr. Moso's death is closely linked to this paper, so I feel weird to talk about it right outside the front door.
I, Paimon, a problem!
I love that. She is a problem child, indeed.
This is the perfect spot. You wanted to know why Dr. Moso was tried, right? It actually stemmed from public opinion.
Public opinion?
Well, not long after the existence of Dr. Moso's lie detector was made public, the Steambird published several articles on it and quickly drew the public's attention.
Relevant information retrieved. Moso exclusive. Behind the lies. Moso protocols. Protocols to watch. Lie detector. A game of authority.
The paper used special features like these to entice widespread fear and worry among the general public. Soon, public opinion began to turn against Dr. Moso.
What were they worried about?
For example, how to guarantee that the lie detector's output is credible? What would happen if a suspect in trial isn't lying, but Curve says he is?
Would mistrials and injustice resolve? But if Curve's reliability can be guaranteed, then those concerns would evaporate.
Relevant information retrieved. Content from Lie Detector, a game of authority. When using protocols to restrict authority, the central question is not the lie detector's reliability, but about its ability to remain independent from outside authorities.
As the article points out, Curve is just a machine. So what would happen if people put their trust in Curve, yet someone could control Curve and use it to falsify records?
The Moso protocols are to prevent that, right?
Relevant information retrieved. Content from Moso protocols. Protocols to watch. It must be noted that as the Moso protocols are man-made, there's a possibility of them being modified. This may prove to be a well-concealed trap. That is true.
Whoa! Are they accusing Dr. Moso of secretly tampering or leaving back doors?
This is just the beginning. All kinds of other characters piled in on after the Seabird triggered the first outpouring of public opposition.
Relevant information retrieved. Fish can't live on clear water. Reject a Goldfish Bowl World. Published by the Seven Nations Gazette. Shocking misjudgment of the lie detector. Published by Short Anthologies.
Shocking misjudgment of the lie detector? Did Curve make a mistake?
That was just a lie, of course. Curve was never involved in any case, much less in judging one. But that's how public opinion works, and so it was all downhill from there for Dr. Moso. In the end, some even came forward and made accusations against the doctor. They called the lie detector a total scam, and all the results were completely manufactured. They believed that the doctor was deceiving the public in an attempt to gain power and pass judgment over others, and so they demanded the doctor be severely punished and the lie detector be destroyed.
Aren't those accusations a little too serious? Would anyone even believe stuff like that?
Many did. They were all just ordinary people. So, how could they differentiate the truth from lies? We don't have access to sufficient information. We believe what others want us to believe. And it just so happens that at that critical juncture, the Steambird did something huge. They provided evidence that exposed Dr. Moso of having falsified results. Their evidence was key to Dr. Moso's conviction.
Evidence? Did Dr. Moso really deceive everyone?
The doctor refused to admit it, of course, so he died defending himself in a duel. Only then did things start to calm down. The paper's reputation skyrocketed, and a useless fake like Curve was soon forgotten. It was left with the Marshalsea Phantom as evidence.
So, is Curve the real deal or not?
Well, I think Curve's the real deal. and Dr. Moso was wrongly accused.
Then, was the evidence presented by the paper falsified? Or did they make a mistake?
But the person who wrote the threatening letter seems to think that the paper deliberately fabricated those lies in search of fame, profit, or something else.
Oh, then could she be someone very close to Dr. Moso? Back for revenge?
Again with the gendering of this random person.
Paimon would definitely avenge Traveler if Traveler was wrong like that. Ugh, Paimon can't bear to think about it.
Thanks, Paimon.
But Dr. Moso passed away 30 years ago. So, someone very close to them. I wonder if Euphrasia knows anything.
So we should go see her then, right?
Don't worry, she wasn't in charge of the paper at the time. And I don't think Euphrasia's a bad person.
Well, fine. Looks like we'll have to ask her about it tomorrow. Today was a total information overload. Paimon's head needs some time to recover. Paimon's tiny little brain hurts, and she needs some time to rest.
Alright, let's head home then. Get some rest, and meet outside the paper tomorrow morning. Who is this random person sneaking up on us? I'm going to fight you!
I forgot what voice I gave Jenik, and I know I didn't do it on stream. Yanqing impression? You want me to go Amber May for Jenik? We're gonna go like a stereotypical like pro-tag person, I guess.
What do we do now, Euphrasia? The letter says that this is the second threat now.
What do you mean second? Where's the first one? Wait, that's an interesting detail. Why did you know that there was another threat letter? Huh?
Euphrasia, we're here!
Just the people I wanted to see. Did you find anything useful?
They discovered that Sir Arthur was stolen by a woman who calls herself Crow or Blackbird. She seems to have a grudge against you.
She left the threatening letter at the scene. Someone took it, but we retrieved it.
What? There really was an initial threat? May I take a look? What? This? Could it be? What do you mean, could it be? What do you mean, could it be?
What do you read, remember, Reishi?
Please take a look at this first. We received a second threat this morning. The sender seemed very agitated. Another mysterious threat letter. Outrageously, it would seem that your paper hasn't a shred of remorse. Having not yet caught the attention of the authorities, I made good on my promise by dismembering Sir Arthur and burying him in a field. How could you do that to my boy? Buried with him are your papal's evil deeds from 30 years ago. Furthermore, I have spread word, treasure maps or clues to Dr. Mosa's base. Shall surely make the treasure hunters come flocking, no? Soon, your misdeeds shall come to light alongside that bird's remains, crow or blackbird.
Oh no, Sir Arthur!
Sir Arthur shouldn't have to suffer. We never received the first letter. I mean, yeah, no one received the first letter because the Fatui guy took it.
It's all Ballard's fault!
I just received news that they're organizing treasure hunting groups. They're probably after Dr. Moso's base.
But they're only going to find dismembered Sir Arthur! The unspeakable things that the paper did, I guess?
Agent Talachard, I know that the Marchase Phantom has a file on the case, but believe me, there are things that even you don't know. Why are you saying it so ominously?
Do you know who sent the letter?
If I were to guess, it would be Mela Lombroso, Dr. Moso's granddaughter.
Granddaughter? So it's a relative coming back for revenge?
It would seem that Crow or Blackbird is a question from her.
A question?
Everyone, time is of the essence right now. Regardless of the authenticity of what's written in those letters, the reputation of the paper will be tarnished if they're published. Will you please retrieve these things for us? In the meantime, I will contact Mello immediately.
In that case, I have a request too. Euphrasia, you know about the clues to Dr. Moso's base, yes?
You want that? I mean, I do know something, but I can't guarantee that it will help your cause. I can promise that I will tell you everything I know after this is over. it might answer some of your questions. Will that work?
Sounds good to me. Any questions?
I'm ready to go.
Wait, Paimon has a question. Are there 3 locations on the map, but where are we going first? If we don't have time, why don't we split up? Curve and I will go to one location, and Paimon and Eve will go to another. Whoever finishes first will go to the last place. Seems like we don't have a choice.
Another threatening letter. The second letter signed Crow or Blackbird used to threaten the Steambird, but without Ballard, it proves successful this time.
Come on, Balin, you can do it.
Kevin! What are you doing here?
Paimon, Traveler, are you here to look for Sir Arthur and the treasures?
If Kevin knows, that means everyone knows.
Well, I'm not here for the treasures. I just want to send Sir Arthur back.
Does your mom know?
Yeah, she came with me, but we split up. Oh, and I have to thank both of you. After you left the other day, I thought about it for a long time, and I went to look for my mom, and we talked about a lot of things. We actually went to therapy for once in our lives, so we actually could work things out together. Imagine having like this talk with your family. Could be me.
So, you and your mom made up? Paimon was wondering why you were so polite today. Good for you. Let's look for Sir Arthur, quick!
I think it must have been hidden somewhere tricky. It usually doesn't take Balin very long to find something.
Woof woof.
This dog looks familiar. Traveler! Isn't this Rosher's puppy?
All dogs look the same. There's literally like 3 different sprites.
Rocher? My mother gave me this dog, and I called it Balon. I mean, that's actually my father's name, and I was mad at him at the time. I got into a fight with my mom previously, and I wound up venting my anger on the dog and kicking him out! Good thing I found him again today, huh?
You kicked him out? The poor puppy does not deserve you, okay? And I'm assuming Bolond is the father of this kid, right? Demon child, right. We do not kick out the puppy.
Wait, so are you Bolond or Lombroso?
Bolond? Lombroso? The puppy wags its tail excitedly, as if saying, I don't understand.
Whatever the case, we need to find Sir Arthur as soon as possible. We're at the location marked on the map, but where could the bird be?
If only whoever hid it had left something behind. Balin has an amazing nose and can find things quickly after sniffing.
Right, Traveler, look into your bag and see if there's anything we can use.
Come on, buddy, you can do something. The puppy looks at you, as if waiting for something. So, can we use the letter? Like this letter? Woof woof? Ah, yes, it happens to be right here, conveniently, as we're standing against it.
Wow, you got it! Balon must have found something.
The puppy wags its tail excitingly, as if saying, it's in there.
It's in the hole? Hey, yo! But the entrance is too small! How do we get in? Hey, you!
You can do it, Paimon!
I can do it. Let me do it. I don't want her pretty clothes getting dirty.
That's the first time I've heard someone compliment Paimon's clothes in general.
Paimon can't let you do that! What if there's something scary inside?
Paimon, you wouldn't be able to fight it off anyway.
I'm a problem kid, so I'm not scared of anything. Just wait, I'll be right out.
Kevin swiftly climbs into the hole and drags out a chest just as quickly.
I found it! It's really inside!
You've changed a lot, Kevin. You're helping other people with their problems. Unlike me, I'm the problem child now.
Thank you. Let's see what's inside the chest.
Money?
I'll keep
Sir
this
Arthur's
close.
wing!
Oh no, Sir Arthur's been dismembered. Don't worry, we'll put you back together.
I think this is it. Let's go to the next location. We'll have to get there before the others.
Oh no, someone got here before us, and they're fighting.
Wait, what are those guys doing there? Let's start doing something
me because apparently Genshin won't let me read the dialogue.
Come on.
Wait, is he helping us? Wait, that's crazy. I was aiming at him the entire time.
Stop, I surrender. Wow, what a coincidence. Are you here for the treasure too?
Why are you all here?
Don't you believe me?
Oh, Barry! We're here to look for Sir Arthur. Are you here for the treasure?
Ha! I knew this dirty dog would come in for the treasure if he heard about the news, and I got him! Agents, may I have the chest? I'm looking for Sir Arthur, and if I can return it to the newspaper, I might be able to get a job. Then I can make some money and buy my wife's things back. Ah, how pathetic. Rocher, you really think that's why your wife left you, huh? She left because you're such a pushover. Stand up for yourself like you did just now, and she might look at you differently. Really? Of course! Now be brave and let them have the treasure, or your wife won't be with you even in your next life. Don't say that. Take it easy, they're nice people. If you help them, they'll pay you back. In that case, thank you. And please, take these. Where are you Are you looking directly into the camera? Because I didn't like that. I didn't like that you looked directly into the camera. It's Sir Arthur's body. So cruel. And is there anything else? Then it should be in the final place.
Balon, come on! We're heading to the next place.
Woof woof. Huh? Lombroso, where did you run off to? I thought you didn't need me anymore. The puppy wags its tail excitedly, saying, how is that possible?
Lombroso? Mr. Rocher, are you mistaken? His name's Balon.
What? If it wasn't for Lombroso's companionship, I wouldn't have made it this far. How could I be mistaken?
Not like I can be mistaken either. What's going on here?
Hey, can't he belong to you both? Seeing as if I've had more than one home.
Oh, that makes sense. Kevin accidentally drove the puppy away before, right? Maybe that's when he met Rocher and they began roaming around together.
Is that really what happened? The puppy wags its tail excitedly, as if saying, that's right. Valberry, you got some nerve! The dog wouldn't forget its two owners, as if for you betrayed your own boss twice! You scheming dog. I'm gonna hand you over to the Marchase Phantom. I'm taking you down with me. Farewell, friends. Come visit me in the Fortress of Maripede someday.
What the heck? What's to visit you there? Well, never mind. Forget about them. We need to hurry up and get to the last place. Oh, Kevin, Rocher, are you gonna fight for the puppy?
No way! I was the one who really messed up. Balon can stay wherever he wants from now on.
I'm fine with that too. Lombroso supported me when I was at my worst. I'll support him too. Let's get going then.
Yeah, we don't want anyone to beat us to it.
I'll say it again. Get out of my way. I'm going to see Balond. We're all coworkers. We're all coworkers here. There's no need to be so rough.
Time to go.
I'm sorry. We're all coworkers here? What are you talking about? Oh, I like to see how good you are now that you become a mother, Madeline. I don't know what voice to give Fatui. I can't do a Russian accent. Don't underestimate mothers.
Curve, let's go. Oh, they're fighting the Fatui. We gotta help out.
Silence!
Please, Nuvi, you can do it. There we go. Speed mode switch off.
Paimon, Traveler, you came, and you brought
Rocher, Kevin.
It looks like you two are doing well, but we encountered a hiccup. Madame Madeline and Kevin's father are both members of the Fatui.
Madeline and Kevin's father are both members of the Fatui? I'm sorry we hid it from you before. We just wanted to live a peaceful life.
Fatui? Kevin, did you know about this?
Yeah, Yeah, it turns out that Papa wasn't avoiding being at home. He was actually working, and I was wrong about him. This was meant to be his father's last assignment. He was ordered to find Dr. Moso's base. Once he was done, he would be able to retire early. Well, I had a feeling after you came, I wanted him to give up this mission. Wait! Find the base, retire early? Kevin's father is... the peripheral personnel Ballard!
That's the one! And we only just found out that Ballard is a code name! He's actually Kevin's father, Mr. Ballard!
I saw a letter before, between Mama and another man signed with the same Ballard. I didn't realize it was my father. No wonder it was so lovey-dovey. I'm glad it wasn't Rocher. Everyone's relationships are complicated enough without a twist like that! So where's Balan now? He removed some objects from the chest when the Batui stopped us from before. Detected. A figure running away in the distance. Oh! Is it that guy? Ah, it's Papa. He's fleeing.
Come on, hurry! Don't let him get away!
You thought the parents were cheating? I didn't think the parents were cheating. Okay, maybe I did. I'm not sure. Bro got stuck there.
Stop chasing me. Why are you always going after me? You want to know why you're always running away?
Stop it, Blonde.
Madeline, why? I did my homework. You're on a mission for a certain Lord Harbinger, aren't you?
Oh.
And it's a dangerous one, too. A Harbinger? Which one?
Capitano?
I don't know, but it's something we can butt in on. We're just peripheral personnel.
Even so, I'm one of the better ones. Damn, okay. Very high. High mighty of you over there.
Someone stole a letter, but left the envelope at the scene.
Anyway, I promise I'll be back. This is the last time. Is this really something you say carelessly? Things could get quite hairy with the Harbinger involved. You don't support my actions either, then?
You've done enough, Wand. Give us the stuff to the agents and come back to us. We can move to a place where no one knows us.
Mr. Bolland,
Huh?
stop. Oh my god, I'm free. Mr. Bolland, stop hesitating and make up your mind. Make up my mind? Alright. Wait, who are you?
Stop changing the subject! Ballard, you don't have any options left. We're not your buddies, you hear?
You... fine. I want to be with my family, too. I hope I'm making the right choice. Here's Sir Arthur's head.
Great! Father's back, and Sir Arthur's complete!
Is there anything else? You mean the treasure? Yeah, I came for that, but the head was the only thing in the chest. Maybe the treasure's elsewhere.
Possible! We looked for it and we didn't find any treasures at the other two locations either!
No, that's not right. The newspaper.
Maybe Milla was just bluffing, and she didn't actually put any treasure in the chest?
Wait. Mello? Who's that?
Mello Lombroso? Wait a minute! Lombroso?
Woof woof.
Wait, Rocher, your dog's called Lombroso too!
Well, actually, Mello Lombroso is my wife! I took her last name too, but when she kicked me out, was too embarrassed to continue using it. Oh my god, it is so hard to figure out these family lineages. But that makes sense now. I miss her a lot, so I made my dog after her. Is this the most roundabout way to call her a... Maybe it's not my place to butt in, but as a woman, because that's the clarification we needed, I'm pretty sure she would not find this flattering. But Kevin used your husband's name? That's also a roundabout way of calling someone a... I swear to God!
I was a problem child.
What's wrong with a problem child using a problematic name? Oh. The fact that it's still problematic? Like, come on, buddy.
Oh, I see. You're problematic too, Mr. Problem.
I don't know what's going on anymore.
Just to double check, is your wife, Melo Lombroso, Dr. Moso's granddaughter?
That's right. I mentioned my wife came from a rich family, right? That's the Moso family. What's wrong?
All right, now the relationships here are a mess.
Thank you, Paimon, because I don't know.
Now, I hope you're prepared to hear this. Your wife might be the culprit behind this case.
Impossible. She's pure, elegant, and educated. I swear it's not possible. But all of our current leads point to her. I don't believe it. I'm certain you're wrong. She can never be this culprit.
I think Euphrasia has already contacted your wife. We're going back to the paper now. You want to come with us?
No, there's absolutely no need because she's not a criminal.
All right, looks like you got another problem. I think you'll find answers one day, though, and then you'll be Mr. Answers.
Mr. Answers? Anyway, Kevin, we need to go back and get ready and move.
Okay, Dad. Farewell, everyone. I'll miss you.
I won't. Bye. Bye, kid. Still thinking about your wife? Hardly. There's no chance that she's a culprit after all. Not at all, you hear? Then what are you contemplating? I'm thinking about life. Right. Also about that Mr. Answers that Kevin just mentioned. What does that mean? I don't know. Paimon, you know?
Someone who's good at answering questions, maybe? Paimon has no idea.
How about you, Lombroso? The puppy does not speak. Instead, it sits next to the man like an old friend and gazes into the distance as if looking for the future. Alright, I guess you don't know. The puppy still doesn't speak. Instead, it sits next to the man like an old friend and gazes into the distance, as if looking for the future. You really not know? Finally, the dog tilts its head and looks at the man next to him, as if saying, "Look, I'm just a dog." What the dog doing, though? The dog doing something. I just realized, where the hell was Balan gonna run up to? This is literally a dead end. Minus, like, the fact that you can climb this. Sorry, we were overthinking things.
Euphrasia! We brought Sir Arthur back in one piece, too!
Thanks a million. I'll make sure that Sir Arthur's taken care of. Also, there's something else.
See, what did Paimon say? She wouldn't be so worried about Sir Arthur that would affect her appetite.
Oh, so we only found Sir Arthur. Not that anyone got to the treasure ahead of us either.
How can this be?
So I suspect that Madame Mello might have been bluffing and trying to intimidate you so that you'd reveal...
Oh, anyway, let me introduce you to this lady. This is Dr. Mosa's granddaughter, Madame Melo Lombroso. She only returned last night from her hometown to the Court of Fontaine, so she can't be the culprit. Good day. In any case, these agents and I are acquainted. I met them when I arrived at the Court of Fontaine last night.
What?
Upon hearing about my husband's recent hardships and how he was loitering around the paper's office, I was worried he'd stir up trouble. So I thought I'd come over, and that's when I happened upon them discussing something. Yes, I asked someone to verify your itinerary. There's no issues here.
So, if it isn't her, who the heck is the culprit?
Apologies for the disruption. Today, upon hearing the news, I came to clarify that my family never lodged any complaints with the paper about what happened 30 years ago. It was my grandfather's belief that the paper did a good job as well. Thanks for yours and your family's trust. Since everything's been cleared up, I shan't stay any longer. I hope the steamer gets to the bottom of this quickly regardless. This isn't my problem anymore. I would like to leave. Goodbye. Wait, madame. There's something I must ask you. Do you know the address of Dr. Moso's research base?
Wait, so you've got the address, Madame Melo?
Is it you who's in trouble, miss? I would like to help, but I don't know where my grandfather's research base is. Madam, surely the good doctor must have mentioned it. I don't understand. If my grandfather had told me something, how could I not know? It's possible you weren't aware of some things. Allow me to explain what happened with the doctor. Now, I intend to be totally transparent with you all. Some believe that 30 years ago, it was the paper's special reporting that stirred up public opinion, which led to his demise. But the truth is, those articles were not initiated by the paper, but by Dr. Moso himself. Grandfather? Himself? He never mentioned this.
The marshals say Phantom Files didn't include this either.
Because the deal was off the books. The editor-in-chief back then, my mentor, thought that Dr. Moso's lie detector had the potential to become a hot story. Being the first to stir things up would help the paper gain the most influence and recognition. But for my grandfather, how would that benefit him? Your grandfather's research had hit a bottleneck. He had no more data to feed to the lie detector to study, but he needed to go further, so he planned to get data from public opinion? Right. In a way, the realm of public opinion is like a massive hub for spreading lies. Countless people are churning out true, false, accurate, and inaccurate data every day. Dr. Moso thought that this lesson on a dynamic evolution would surely guide his machine to another level of comprehension and in separating the truth from fiction. It would eventually surpass a machine's rules.
So, he did it for Curve.
However, the doctor and my mentor both underestimated the destructiveness of public opinion. They lost control. As for what happens, you know the rest of the story.
But the key evidence is that led Dr. Moso's conviction was actually exposed by the paper, right?
That evidence was actually provided by your grandfather.
He provided the evidence that criminalized himself? How could that be possible?
I'm sorry. My mentor didn't tell me why Dr. Moso would do this, but it's the truth.
Sorry, Editor-in-Chief Euphrasia. I might need to see confirmation from Curve regarding your words.
Biological indicators detected to be normal. Editor-in-Chief Euphrasia is telling the truth. Relevant information retrieved. The Moso protocols within my core have been modified hundreds of times. The log indicates that these modifications were made by Dr. Moso.
The Moso protocols were changed hundreds of times? So that means the doctor really manipulated the test results. So why would he give the evidence of this to the paper? He planned to confess?
But then he requested a duel, didn't he?
Paimon can't make heads or tails of this. It makes no sense. My brain hurts. I have the brain the size of a pea. He really lied to the public? Why?
Data on this question is unresolved. My lie learning module cannot provide an answer.
Oh, great. Now Curve's becoming a problem robot.
Dr. Moso's research base holds the answer. I can feel it. We must find it. Euphrasia, you said that Madame Mello had clues to the base, yes?
On the eve of the duel, Dr. Moso mentioned in a message to my mentor that he would leave the base's location with his beloved granddaughter.
He left it to me?
Yes, please try to recall. Did the doctor mention anything to you before he left? I was so young then. Father wouldn't let me go to the duelist ring to see my grandfather, but the last time I saw him was on the day he was detained. It was very early.
So did he give you anything?
All I remember is that once the duel was finished, my father brought a piece of jewelry that had been cleaned. He said that my grandfather left it for me. Perhaps the jewelry could be connected to the base?
I'm sorry to ask, but can we have a look at it?
I wouldn't have minded, but my good-for-nothing husband sold it to pay off a debt.
What? So Rochelle gave it to...
Don't worry, is this it? It was the pocket watch. Clockwork thing. How did you end up with this? This is a photo of me when I was little. My grandfather took it.
Really? What a coincidence!
Are there only photos of Madame Mello in there? According to my mentor, Dr. Moso did leave some clues for you, Madame Mello. Let's take a look.
Look, there's a little line of text under the photo. Faded under the sunlight, shining under the sunlight.
Faded under the sunlight, but shining under the sunlight. What is it? Did something like that really exist? Relevant information retrieve the different ways in which lies can exist. Different ways in which lies can exist? But my grandfather used to say that. How did you... Who are you? May I have the photo? Curve picks up the photo and raises it towards the sky. The sunlight shines through the photo and falls onto Curve's eyes as though passing through 30 years in time. Gradually, another image emerges.
The map leading to the research base! So that's how he hid it! I had no idea we'd already found the base! Madame Mello, may we...
There's no need to ask. Go. And I just noticed the special friend of yours. Good to see you again, Curve. Greetings, miss.
Thank you, Madame Mello. Here's your locket. Let's go now! But we haven't found the person who sent the threats!
Don't worry, Paimon. I think you're right that the criminal doesn't have any evidence. It's just a bluff. So, go. Find what you're looking for.
So the base is completely submerged! No wonder no one knew what it was! Curve, are you alright?
Moisture has seeped into the motherboard. Poor functionality, 12%. Oh, fun!
We have to hurry!
This is probably the entrance, right?
I think someone was here. There's traces nearby.
That's impossible. We just got the map after all.
True. Let's check it out.
What if Talachar didn't actually die? Not Talachar. What if the doctor never died, right?
We're finally inside! Your home is huge, Curve!
Home?
Hurry up, we need to find the materials ASAP. I sure hope you left behind instructions on how to fix Curve, Dr. Moso.
Look for research materials in the base. Oh, this is a huge base. What the heck? You better got something in here. Why is there a cannon? I'm scared now. Why do we need a cannon? Also, it looks like the cannon from... looks a little bit like the Inazuman cannon, but... Letter to the editor-in-chief. Oh, draft! Letter to the editor-in-chief. Draft. Dear editor-in-chief, you're correct in your judgment that the matter has reached the point of no return. These last few days, I've heard marchers calling for Curve to be destroyed. Last night, radical students broke into my lab and tried to do just that. Luckily, I discovered them in time. However, Curve is in increasing danger. I'm compelled to act, and my plan's the following. 1. I'll revise the Moso protocols and related data of no practical significance in Curve's core so what remains is sufficiently misleading trail. It will appear lie detectors are not capable of detecting lies, and that all of the test results were covertly manipulated by myself. As for the ironclad evidence of fraud and deception of the public, I'll leave that in your capable hands. Kindly select a date for the exposure. As soon as I'm convicted, I shall propose a duel, and when I fall in the duelist ring, all will be put to rest. 3. I humbly request that you mobilize your paper to divert attention away from Curve. It should be thought of as a useless sham of a machine, to be used as evidence in the case and then sealed away by the Marchase Phantom. There's no need to try and change my mind. I've thought through it, every last detail, and this storm is unlikely to pass until I, the main offender, am dead. Curve is my life's work, so I can't afford any more missteps. I ask that you exchange my life for his. Everything we've done so far has been effective, and Curve's line learning module has derived redundant data that's incomprehensible. I believe that the seed of life has sprouted within him. Yours sincerely, Moso Lombroso. I love that his name is Moso Lombroso. Like, can we just talk about that?
Is this the secret letter between Dr. Moso and Euphrates' predecessor? He seems to mention something important. Dr. Moso didn't forge anything, other than the forged evidence which he forged and gave to the newspaper, so he'd take all the heat.
That sentence was a sentence, sure. Other than the forged evidence, which he forged. Dr. Moso didn't forge anything other than the forged evidence, which he forged.
He wanted everyone to focus on him and let it end there. He was trying to protect Curve.
That seems to be the answer. Updating Lie Learning Module. Running Lie Learning Module. Warning. Motherboard temperature increasing. Warning. Warning. Core functionality is down to 8%. Warning.
Curve! What's wrong?
They sure did get here fast. Unless they're cruising for a bruising. Hello, Fatui members.
Where did the Fatui come from? Did someone really get here before us?
What do y'all got to say?
Curve, what's wrong?
Lie Learning Updating Module. Warning. Motherboard temperature above warning line. Warning. Updating. Lie Learning Module. Warning. Motherboard temperature critical. Warning. Bro, if Curve dies at the end of this, I'm going to be so mad. Also, y'all not gonna approach us? We have to come to you? First of all, that's so rude. Second of all, get over here.
Settle down.
Stop healing. Back.
Justice is blindsided.
Okay, first
Let
of all,
the
don't
mighty
do
be
that.
humbled.
Second of all, whee! Oh, well, you're not gonna do anything.
Windblade!
Don't run away now. Have a safe trip.
Whee! I forgot I have no artifacts on this boy. It's fine. Please, why is he taking so long to go down? Knew you'd be tough. Good thing I got one Moso left behind. Hello, who is shooting at me? That sounds like a bad time. First of all... Ow! First of all, that's rude. Second of all, can you stop? Third of all, I forgot you can become invisible.
Instead of going big, guess I'm going home.
My bro, my guy, my dude, stop. Let the boyfriend
Be
avenge.
sanctified.
I'll protect you.
Dink. Wait, where's the last one? Why were there another one? Oh my god, I'm going to cry. I'm going to physically cry.
Bow your head.
Okay, stop. Nuvi, not in here. Imagine being able to play this game.
Justice is blindsided.
Okay, do you mind not doing that preferably?
Settle
That's kind of rude of you, and I don't appreciate you interrupting Nuvi's burst, okay? Blast, what's wrong? I have now taken over the cannon's control systems.
Curve, are you okay? That's great.
Are you okay?
Quick, fire it at the Fatui!
Wait, we get a gun? Let's go! Wait, this is the slowest gun I've ever used. Pew! Pew! Pew, 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 pew. Is that it? Do I need to do anything else? What if I shot that? That seems important. Pew! Never mind, didn't do anything. I knew it! I knew Jenik was sus! I knew Jenik was sus! I told y'all that he was gonna be behind everything!
Curses! You're not as easy to deal with. No wonder the Fatui are so reluctant to face you.
Jenik! What are you doing here? How do you know about this place?
While you discussing the base's location so freely right in front of the paper's doors, it would have been rude of me not to take advantage of such generosity. Sorry, I can't read.
Janik, you eavesdropped. I was right all along. You're the culprit.
Ha! The culprit? Agent Talachard. Are you gonna start cawing like a crow again?
It's useless to try and deny it, buddy.
You're right. Indeed, I am the culprit, but I only wanted to help this moronic excuse of an agent to sort out the case. It's not like she can write, "That guy called me a crow, so he must be the culprit," or something like that in the case file, now can she?
You...
Shush, hush now. How about using your brain instead of your temper for once? Surely you must have a number of questions regarding this case, such as my motives. Aren't you the least bit curious?
You wanted all of Curve's research materials, didn't you? And the paper's alleged dirt on Moso faking results from back then?
Oh, looks like that question was far too easy. As for the second question, I'm merely a low-level editor. How could little old me possibly be privy to such secrets at the paper?
How would I know?
You must have learned about it from Bollard.
Bingo! It was Ballard who came knocking. That's when I realized the paper had made a serious error 30 years ago, causing the downfall of a genius scientist. More importantly, it isn't truly a lamentable loss that the scientist's legacy has been buried for so long. Shouldn't the paper apologize to the general public for this?
What?
What do you mean? Is exposing what happened really all you're after? Exposing? There's a much more suitable word. Judgment. People will pass judgment on the newspaper like they did Dr. Moso. The paper must take responsibility for this.
How can you make yourself sound so righteous like that with a straight face?
But is it not the simple truth? I'm the hero who recently exposed the Confrier's fraud. It's the righteous and valiant Janik. That's how everyone should see me, no?
No, you sanctimonious scoundrel. You just want to profit from all this. If the public starts to denounce the paper, editor-in-chief Euphrasia will be in trouble. You just want the top spot. You capitalist bastard.
Excellent, perfect. I must admit, what you imagine isn't completely wrong, so allow me to fill in a few gaps for you. I've already made a deal with Ballard's supervisor. I find Dr. Moso's inheritance for him, and they'll help me take over the Steambird. Plus, Ballard's supervisor serves a real VIP, a harbinger.
Which one?
None of your business. With a harbinger's backing, Euphrasia won't stand a chance, and the Steambird will be mine.
Janik, you're just a squawking blackbird with a silver tongue. We won't let you get away with this.
Well, you'll have to stay alive to do that. I'm sorry. Can you not hear anything yet?
Click, 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 click. An ominous sound is echoing through the base.
What is that? The self-destruction system. How perfect. It just takes a little time to get going. A big thank you to Dr. Moso for writing the instructions. And thank you everyone for giving me the time.
Uh-oh.
Farewell, little crow, Agent Curve, and your two visitors from afar. Use these last moments to embrace each other and rest in peace as you're buried along with the truth.
Janik practically flies out the entrance. The door closes behind him with a heavy thud. No, really, which harbinger is it? I feel like it's Capitano, but I don't think it's Capitano at the same time. It might be Arlecchino.
So he was the one who took all the materials after all! Are we going to be blown to smithereens?
Calculating survival probability of Mr. Traveler. Data insufficient. Calculation failed. Calculating survivability of Miss Paimon. Data insufficient. Calculation failed. Calculating survival probability of Agent Talachard. Calculation successful. Result 1%. Calculating survival probability of own core module. Calculation successful. Result 1%.
How can this be? No. Traveler, we gotta do something!
self-destruction cables run through the walls. Breaking through could lead to an early detonation, as could attempting to force the door. I'll do my best to protect all of you.
This is all because of me again.
Agent Talachard, don't blame yourself. There's no need to worry, everyone. Because I'm able to shut down the base's self-destruction system. You could have led with that one first!
Curve, why didn't you say so earlier? Piper was getting all worried for nothing!
You didn't ask earlier.
Well, seems like you even have a sense of humor. Now tell us what to do!
Please, kindly withdraw my core module and place it in the base's control panel. Then, I will be able to open the safe room lock. There is a button that disables the self-destruction system inside the safe room.
You mean you open the door for us, we go to the safe room and press the button inside and everything will be taken care of?
That is correct. He's about to sacrifice himself, isn't he? Yep, that exactly is what's gonna happen.
And you, Curve, can your core be removed from the control panel afterwards?
I must stay connected. The control panel, otherwise the safe room will relock. Seems like we should take care of the self-destruction system first. It's time to sacrifice Curve! Urgent, please act fast.
Traveler, take Curve's core and place it in the control panel. All we need to do is deactivate the self-destruction system.
Curve, will this really work? I think it might be a bit...
Please take action. Repeat. Please take action. Repeat. Please repeat. Please. Please take. Please take. It's time to sacrifice Curve, the person that we've been traveling with all this time. It's time to put him in the core, and he's going to blow up once we go into the safe room. Where's the safe room? I don't know.
Talachard, don't stand around. Get the f*** out of here.
It's time to sacrifice the bot once again. It's time for Hoyo to make us cry.
Is this it? It doesn't seem like a safe room. Where's the button?
Curve? What is this place? I can't see any buttons.
Oh no! Who would have thought?
Huh? What if the door just closed? Curve, what's going on? How do we stop the base from self-destructing?
You can't stop the base from self-destructing because he's gonna blow up the whole thing while you're on the other side. The self-destruction system cannot be deactivated. Wow, who would have thought? It's almost like Hoyo has a pattern of literally making us cry about inanimate objects every single time.
What? So, are we...
Apologies. Please escape as quickly as possible. F's in chat for our buddy Curve. You did a good one, buddy. You saved us.
Just now? No, I need to go back and find Curve.
Talachard, don't be too reckless.
Going back is extremely dangerous.
Yeah, there was just an explosion, so it's so deep underwater. Curve wouldn't want you running back right into danger.
You're correct. I shouldn't act like this.
But didn't he say the self-destruction mechanisms could be shut off?
He lied.
He can't shut it down. His core can only open the emergency exit.
So then why?
His core had to be inside the control panel to open the emergency exit, but he's smart now. He knew we couldn't leave him behind. So he lied to us.
Oh, wow. He can already think like that? When did he?
It must have been Dr. Moso's letter that made Curve understand the final question. He learned what Dr. Moso did for him. Turns out I'm useless after all. If only I were more competent, maybe I could have helped him break the protocols, and we wouldn't have to come here.
But the letter might have just been the final push.
That's right. Don't blame yourself. Curve's breakthrough probably started a long time ago. This breakthrough had already started?
Let's say you eat 100 slimes in one sitting and get super fat. You can't blame it all on the last slime. That's a phrase I don't... okay. That's a phrase.
It's the same with Curve. Even if the doctor's letter was crucial, all the work you did with Curve before wasn't wasted at all. Is that really true? Well, I don't know. Curve, the question you're leaving behind. I may never understand it. Anyway, thank you. And I know what we should do next. Catch that awful scoundrel Jennick! Absolutely, definitely. He must be tried for his crimes.
And just like that, you and Talachar return to the Carte Fontaine and start hunting for the dastardly Jennick. Surprisingly, despite several days of intense investigation, you turn up no leads. It seems like Jennick had vanished. No one had seen him, nor had any negative news regarding the Steambird's surface. Up until one day. Editor-in-Chief Euphrasia sends you a message requesting to meet in the city. Ah, you're finally here. Turns out we don't know our own people well enough. This allowed an employee to create some serious trouble. I offer my sincerest apologies, especially to you, Agent Talachard.
It's not your fault, Euphrasia. Right now, the important thing is that we stop that odious scoundrel. By the way, you're so anxious to meet us. Is it because he contacted you?
Actually, I received a message. Earlier this morning, Jennick was left in the Opera Epiclese, all trussed up, so I contacted you immediately.
He's been caught? By who?
We're still not sure.
Batman?
By the time he was found, he seemed to have lost his mind. He didn't react to any external stimuli at all. It was just kneeling on the stage of the Opera Epiclese. He looked like a doll that had just stood trial. The Melusine Garden Medj folks took him in, but when they examined him, they found that his tongue was missing. Oh. Okay.
His tongue? Ah! It's terrifying!
The Melusine Garden Medj also discovered a note in his mouth and said something to the effect of making amends to you.
Making amends to us? Huh?
You, Paimon, Talachard, your names were written on the paper. This seems like the person who was backing him wants to apologize to you three. It appears they don't want to make enemies out of you, or maybe they feel quite strongly about what happened to Agent Curve. Those are the only possibilities I can think of.
The person behind him? Paimon remembers Jennick said that he had a deal with the Fatui Harbinger, but which one?
A harbinger interested in machine intelligence. Guys, this is my copium theory. What if it's Dotare? I feel like it's Arlecchino though, as well. Like the fact that it's like not. We got beef with Dotare though. That's the only thing that's throwing me off. What if it's your mom? No, you. Why not Sandrone though? Oh, you're kind of right. Wait, someone else who's interested in machine learning. But why? We've never met Sandrone though, so why would she be on our side? You know, we kind of caused a mess everywhere except for maybe in Arlecchino's end. So why would she be okay with us?
How about Dr. Moso's legacy? Jennick took all of Curve's design and research data.
Gone without a trace.
That wretched Jennick! That's what happens when you decide to go full evil. I guess this counts as him being tried for his crimes, right? Though we don't know who the judge is.
So that's what happened. Though I didn't catch him personally, at least I feel like he finally paid the price for his crimes. Since all of your names are on the paper, the Melusine Garden Medj will probably want to pay you a visit. I'll go over right now and explain everything so they won't bother you.
Oh, bye, Talachard.
Finally, I hope the case can end here.
Wait, Agent Talachard, would you mind going back to the newspaper with me?
Why, Euphrasia? You want to convince me to write your fantasy column? It's not happening.
Still in the mood to joke, I see. That makes me feel so much better.
Let's go.
Oh. I love the Melusine skipping. She's so cute. I love her.
I wasn't joking at all, you know. I still will work very hard to do my best in the Marshall Say Phantom. That's wonderful, Talachard. Paimon's happy for you.
Oh, he's back! Please have a look. We fixed Sir Arthur. Look at him! He's back!
Wow, Sir Arthur! We almost forgot about it! It's almost like it was the entire plot device for this entire quest. Good job! Sir Arthur sure has been through a lot. By the way, Paimon still doesn't know what kind of bird Sir Arthur is.
It's a pelican. A pelican. Thank you.
Ah! A pelican? You mean the kind of bird that's an amazing eater? Why would the Steambird's mascot be a pelican? That doesn't seem like it has anything to do with newspapers at all.
I'm not clear on that either. It was a decision on my mentor made after the incident with Dr. Moso. Maybe he felt like it's cuter than, say, a crow or a blackbird that squawks all day long.
Hey, Euphrasia, you know you kind of resemble a pelican hiding food in his pouch right now?
Huh? What? That's a sentence? What? Anyway, to Agent Talachar, do you remember how Agent Curve and I interviewed nearby residents at the start of the case?
Of course, you took the opportunity to blow our cover.
Truly sorry about that, but that was when I asked him, what kind of person is Agent Talachard?
What? Ah! Paimon remembers! Euphrasia came back and commissioned us right away!
Were you awed by Talachard's brilliant track record? Why don't we check with Sir Arthur on that? During the repairs, I added what Agent Curve said to Agent Arthur's voice library as a memento.
Oh? Quickly tell what Curve said, Sir Arthur!
Based on my analysis, Agent Talachard will be the best agent in the Marchase Phantom.
Really? Will be the best? But would Curve really have said something like that back then?
Maybe back then he already learned to...
Yeah, that's gotta be Talachard, since you're Curve's handler! You must be the one who fed him the first 99 slimes!
That seems to be the answer. Why are we bringing back this analogy?
Oh then, Curve, I will be the best agent in the Marchase Phantom!
Aww. Got anything to say? That quest was really cute. I hope we get to see Talachard again. Just, you know, doing her job.